So, as I begin recording, in the previous session, we kicked off with Jar embarking on a guided tour of the Temple of the Ferryman in Itzel, one of many such temples scattered across Tanzia. The tour offered insights into the diverse ways that Banzalan followers Banzalan worshippers revere the Great Spirit of Death, including the concept of the soulbound. Banzalan followers who are willingly transformed into undead spirits, with their souls tethered to their original bodies, or constructs, or guarding temples, or aiding travellers in shrines. So, convening in the resort lounge on your last night of the all-expenses-paid stay at the Crescent Falls, Jar made mention of and apologised about the unsettling morning revelations about a potential triple alliance among dark forces, Baldus the First Lich, and the decisive battle at the end of the War of the Undying. In different news, Vellum unveiled his intentions to adopt Vadmir, which led to a discussion about her tragic past, a goblin raid by the unusual Sneakweed tribe of goblins that orphaned her in her home village of Osanthir. Angus engraved the tribe's name onto his shield, vowing vengeance. The following day, Varesh bestowed upon each of you a supreme healing potion for your forthcoming dungeon exploration. As you embarked on last-minute shopping in the town, Angus procured a distinctive ruby-tinged belly tattoo, granting potential fire-breathing abilities upon attunement. Linking up with Ida and Tuli, Ida employed a teleportation spell to transport you all to a sprawling excavation site, encircling a vast quarry. Here, an ancient structure descended into the earth. You secured Vadmir in Angus's magical tower atop some of the exterior ruins. You descended into the excavation pit, encountering an age-old mural featuring recesses for your puzzle pyramid. The pyramid, previously unlocked with Archmage Etzel Azkatl's expertise. Employing the puzzle pyramid and a previously discovered ancient Akteshi key, you gained entry to the tomb of the Dragon Rider. Tasked by the Archmage to locate 5 ancient Akteshi weapons, you ventured into the tomb's dim interior, beginning your expedition. And I do believe my stream view has just frozen. So, one moment. So, you venture forth into the engulfing abyss of the ancient tomb. A realm untouched by light for untold ages. I would imagine, Vellum, you would have your sunblade up and out.
If it's like pitch darkness, then definitely.
Besides the sort of ambient light that the now opened entrance of the chamber sort of diffuses into the fog, it is pitch black. But in this pitch black realm, dust dances in the air. The scent of antiquity fills your lungs as your eyes gradually adjust to the darkness. Each step downwards is monumental. The stone stairs before you, colossal, each about 5 feet in depth. These are massive stone stairs, befitting the resting place of giants. A reminder of their ancient stature here. And your descent also demands careful attention, each step kind of forcing a deliberate clamber down lest you fall. And in this dimness, your light barely manages to cast a glow across the furthest walls. Yet its touch reveals intricately engraved tiles, their patterns revealing the artistry of those long past. Even after this long left to the elements, they've still retained some sort of immaculate detail. Time itself seems to waver. Hours seem to go by, though it's likely only been maybe 1 or 2. You're unsure. But you follow. Actually, who's leading this this venture? Who's up in front?
I always forget our
Who
procedure.
are-
Angus may have been because he opened the door and shuffled in.
That's true.
There we go. Angus can be
You'll have-
the trap monkey. Go check for traps with your face.
So, as you follow,
Sweet is sure to set him off.
as you follow Angus's stead, making sure to light his way with the sunblade.
And I have my armor a-glowing.
Indeed, you follow Angus's sky blue radiant glow with his armor. The runes kind of sprawled across the heavy plates lighting his way. And finally, the massive staircase delivers you to a chamber that engulfs you with its colossal dimensions. Footfalls echo, magnified by this empty space, and your light struggles to reveal the breadth of this immense chamber. It's just, you can see you've just reached the foot of this staircase, and it's just darkness beyond.
With an impressed look on his face, Angus will whistle. Can you even see the bottom of it, Krunka?
You can see you're on the foot. You're on a solid stone floor. It's just what you presume to be some sort of massive chamber is stretched out before you. You don't see the light shedding on the walls, the ceiling, the end of the hall.
How far up do I see? Because I can see 120 feet in the darkness.
You just
Do I see the top?
You do not see the top. No.
No. It's just dark.
Dark. His voice echoes throughout the chamber.
Who's there?
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?
Oh, it's just me. Okay.
I know this might seem obvious, but giants really take their size with them when they build. This is giant.
Well,
Eh?
it's gonna be a bitch to explore, I guess.
Or think of it this way. It's roomy. It's not a pain in the arse to explore. I could have set up my tower in here if we wanted to.
I mean, if not for the walk, we probably could go back and get it, but we've been down here
I'd
for-
rather not walk anymore, no. We came down those stairs, I'll be honest with you. I'm dreading walking up. I might need help, as he looks to Liska.
You're
How tall are these stairs?
about 5 feet tall.
Yeah, about 5 feet tall each.
Okay.
Those close was like, you're a dwarf, you know how to climb.
Yes, but I'll be tired. And it's taller than me.
Not if you raise your arms above your head.
Fair.
You'll see. Don't worry about it.
Actually, how far does the Sunblade's light stretch for?
I could crank it to maximum and we can find out.
Sure. What is the maximum?
Give me a second. 30 dim, 30 bright.
Okay.
So 60 out altogether.
You radiate the Sunblade's light out for 60 feet. And still you don't see any walls. Or at least no walls illuminated by the light.
This is ominous.
Well, it's a tomb of a long dead civilization, so yeah, that'd be the word.
Liska is going to... Everyone just kind of sitting there meandering, looking into darkness with no walls. She's going to get out her bow and an arrow. She's going to wrap some cloth around and, like, light it. So she has a flaming arrow, and she's going to take a 45-degree angle arc and just loose the arrow for as far as she can shoot it.
What's the maximum range on that?
I think 600 feet for a longbow.
Okay.
At long range.
And it would be a long-range weapon.
In which
So
direction?
she don't have to hit anything specific. She just has to get it in a direction.
Yeah, which direction are you firing it?
Forward? I mean, I don't... We can't see anything. There's no map that we're on.
So
It's literally a shot in the dark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to see the
In
scale
front
of
of
placed
us.
it. Yeah.
So you loose the arrow, and as the burning light, the burning torchlight of the lit arrow sails through the air, you can see, rather you can just about barely make out small glimpses of the architecture as it whooshes by. This is some sort of grand hall, and it stops. It stops. Hitting a stone wall above you, about 200 feet in front of you, and it drops down to the floor. So it would seem this is a 200-foot long hallway. In fact, you see it drops at the foot of some sort of immense humanoid figure.
Oh, sorry. I'm just kidding.
It's a giant and you hit him.
My bad.
I've got a question.
Roll initiative.
That's a lot of space. Does anyone have that one magic spell? Fuck it. Dancing torches? Dancing...
You mean
the
dancing
floaty
lights?
light...
Dancing,
Aye, the floating light bulbs.
dancing lights.
Aye.
Maybe Lady Ida does?
That I do. One moment. Where should you like these lights?
Well, let's see if we can spread them out far as you can, apart from each other, up high, and just sort of illuminate the ends and the corners.
Very well. And with that, with this short gesture of her hand, she weaves 4 small arcane purple lights that flit from one side of this expansive chamber to the other, and you can see now this chamber is about 80 feet across, and they highlight more of these immense humanoid figures. And you see, etched into the walls, weathered but still bearing formidable presence, are depictions of these immense humanoid forms clad in scaled armour. These figures wield pikes as if frozen in the midst of some long-forgotten guard duty. Each of them about 20 feet high, as Ida sort of wavers them wavers these lights up and down them. This look of curiosity on her face as she approaches.
Question. Real life example here. Does this bear more of a resemblance to the terracotta soldiers, which were individually marked, wearing different armors and things of the like, meant to mimic an individual person? Or are they all sort of the same, no distinct differences, features, anything like that? Rather, the icon or the image of a guard versus the recreation statue of an individual.
These all seem fairly identical to each other, and they're sort of
Got it.
They're not they're not freestanding, but rather sort of carved into the wall itself. They're like it's almost like you took sort of some sort of stone figure of these individuals and sort of wedged them halfway into the wall. They're like I don't know what the exact term for it is. Not recessed, the opposite.
No, it'd be recessed if something's
Like inset?
dipped in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, this is more like the image of a soldier
Yes.
or a guard, right? It's not a carving of an individual, but they're all kind of the same.
Mm-hmm. And they're all dressed in the
Symbolic.
and they're all dressed in this sort of scaled armor, wielding these tall pikes or spears.
The style of the time.
Can I do a type of check to see if I recall any stories or information I know on what these guards may have been called or what they did, if they were like a special, Capital Guard or
Sure.
Phoenix Guard or they did this or that?
Go ahead and make me a history check using your what's it? I've forgotten the draw feature already.
Stone cutting?
Stone gunning. There you go.
Hoggers.
Hoggers indeed.
The pogs are to be had.
20.
I know these all too well.
You've recalled a few passages in some old stories about the Akteshi Empire. There was a few elite guard that called themselves the Dragon Guard, loyal to the. They weren't dragon riders themselves, but they were loyal in service to them. Like a form of royal guard, but without guarding royalty. If that makes sense.
And what was the term for them?
Dragon Guard.
The Dragon Guard. So rather than guarding royalty, they were the guardians of the Dragon Riders.
Or at least they're their most loyal bodyguards.
So essentially an honor guard.
Yeah, you could say that.
Very nice. I like that. And they're all depicted wielding these massive pikes.
Yes, either pikes, spears, something of the like, and they're wearing these sort of scaled armors.
Long pole arms, making use of their amazing size.
And one thing that you do take note of here, in stark contrast to the brutish hill giant you once confronted, these carved visages radiate a... how would I put it? A nobility that transcends their stony form. Their faces are chiseled with an artistry that speaks of ancient reverence, while their bodies bear the mark of disciplined might, like the armor they wear. It's for like a real life example here, they have that sort of chiseled Greek aesthetic to them.
Yeah. Obviously, this is not just the sort of primal creation, but this is the honored legacy passed down and left by a forgotten empire.
And here,
Well,
in the
fallen, but clearly not forgotten.
these are. It does clearly speak to the remnants of a time when the giants walked as lords of their empire, a time when the strides of their footsteps and the beating of their dragon's wings were a herald of power and unity. And as you stand among these grand forms, the disparity between their legacy and the giants' current fragmented existence is daunting and haunting.
Just a casual reminder that all great empires fall.
This is true.
Indeed.
Cue King Ozymandias' speech.
Time waits for no one.
Well, as everybody is sort of eyeing things up, and Angus is having, well, a slight historical moment. So I was just sort of musing as she eyes the size of the statue, the choice of weapon, the style, and she sort of idly glances over to Liska. You finally found someone bigger than you.
She just gives like like a smirk, and looks around. It's like, well, they certainly did do things big. I wondered how tall they were in actual life.
Good question.
How long ago did the giants fall?
I can get the
Well, just
exact
give me a
date.
roundabout, Janner. You don't need to give me an exact date.
About 7 to 10,000.
5 years, 3 months, and 12 days.
There we go. About the last vestiges of the Acteshi Empire fell nearly 10,000 years ago.
Okay. With our rumors that there are giants to the south of everybody, right?
Yeah, there's rumours that there are still giants around, but mostly confined to like stories and rare sightings every now and then. And of course, you do know that hill giants still exist, as you fought one.
Yeah. Yeah, they're big fuckers. How comparative to, let's say, the hill giants, because I feel like hill giants are the smallest of the giants. How big do these statues compare to what giants we have faced?
Like I said, these statues are about 20 feet tall, so twice your height, Liska. Actually, fairly similar sized. The hill giant was mostly kind of hunched and sort of
He was kind of over mutated or like overgrown because he ate all that.
Yeah, it's a shadow of what these visages depict. These visages sort of depict them as these strong, noble sort of Herculean-esque figures in these striking poses, like Greek, real life example again, Greek gods or Greek titans, you know.
Okay. I guess, are we gonna move forward?
Y'all wants to move forward, but you remember last time, due to curiosity, things went bad. So she's
Yeah, let's
hesitant.
let's not stand around.
All right then. So, continuing your passage through the hall, that ancient, pervasive silence envelops you. An ancient hush that has held sway for countless ages. The colossal pillars that flank your path stand as sentinels of stone. Their forms sort of reminiscent of the tree trunks of a forest frozen in time. So-yun, for you, these towering columns conjure distant tales of the petrified forests of Taolong. A place of legend in your memory, much like the stone tree trunks of those enchanted woods. These pillars soar upwards, reaching seemingly endless heights, akin to the ancient trees that blocked the sun's gaze. You find your thoughts sort of drifting back to those depictions of those fabled canopies where gargantuan branches once held aloft entire ecosystems now silent and twisted, and where the surviving orc clans there carved out their homes within the gnarled confines of those petrified giants.
There's a mild sort of shudder to her. But she keeps quiet for now.
As your footsteps echo through this colossal hall, Ida kind of makes her way up to next to you, Liska. She sort of says, just not looking at you, just sort of observing the surrounding ruins and murals as her globes of light dance across the flickering stone walls. So, what are your thoughts on her?
On who? Like Liska looks up to one of the nearby statues. It's just like,
Don't think me daft, Liska. I overheard the conversations between Tuli and yourself last night, and you're not exactly difficult to read. Like I said before.
I try not to be.
Yeah, when one lives long enough, one tends to notice patterns of behavior.
So what was the question?
Oh, I just want to say, I'm not angry or jealous. I consider the bond between Tuli and I inseparable, far beyond momentary, fleeting pleasures. That is to say, and she kind of her gaze finally meets yours. We come as a package deal, dear.
Liska just gets kind of like a small smile, so it's like, I do not see why that would be a bad thing.
Well, I know that Tuli would be far too polite and quiet to say this, so I will. One must be quite special to both of us for anything like what I imagine you're thinking to happen. After all, we've known each other all of, 3 days?
That is true. And perhaps, I do not know, perhaps I am, seeking to move fast. It's just that I've had such little opportunity to meet those of my kind.
I understand.
Tuli or yourself, since I've been away from Ragnarok.
Liska, I consider you trustworthy as a friend and ally. I am thankful that you're willing to risk your life in order to bring solace and closure to Tuli.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of pauses for a moment, looks around, sort of leans in a bit. We'll see how things develop. And she
Liska just gives a
looks at
nod.
her.
Then she just kind of like stands up, looking at the statue for a moment, just kind of in silence. And then she's just like, man, it's hard being big. And then she shrugs and walks off more to just kind of explore.
So, the hall gradually narrows as you approach what appears to be its terminus, the end of the hall, leading you to an odd sight. At the end of this hall lies a vast circular pit, a yawning chasm that spans about 40 feet in diameter, carved meticulously into the stone floor. What do you do?
Oh, that looks deliberate.
Anyone want to check it for traps or anything of that nature?
I'll
I've
check
got an idea.
Okay.
Alright. Is there like a pebble or something nearby?
Yeah, there's a few pebbles nearby. There's a few small bricks that have fractured off of nearby rubble.
I put light on a pebble, and from a bit of a distance, I toss it down the hole.
As the pebble descends, the light reveals upon the pit's walls. Actually, it's the first thing you notice. The light reveals a series of massive spiral indentations. These corkscrew-like patterns that seem to have been etched with care, giving an impression of some sort of calculated purpose. A design that it sort of purposefully guides the eye downwards, and where the spiral design continues as you follow that pebble down. And you see, down the very bottom of this pit, you see what looks like the distant flickering of orange light, shimmering like a distant ember amidst the shadows. And you kind of listen very, very, very closely before you hear.
As it hits and echoes.
Yep. It's difficult to make out how far that went down, though. Make me a perception check. (22). This looks like it went far, very, very far down. Maybe 200, 300 feet.
Right, so don't fall down there or you'll die.
Duly noted.
Right.
That said, does anyone want to go down there?
I do have a scroll for this.
Might be
So-
worthwhile. Depends on the scroll. I saw something orange and flickering, which is unusual because my light is blue.
Yes, you saw the blue light of the pebble descend, and it looks like there is some other light down there. That's
I don't think it's a torch.
Well, the yard turns around, counts how many. Opens up her scroll case. He just makes a face.
it's
Well,
eight in
this is
8 in total.
okay.
What
I may have to. I have two scrolls of Featherfall.
But how do we get
Well,
back up?
That's the problem. I would not do that. There is the spiral carvings on the side, but I don't know if that will be enough for us to climb or walk upon.
Actually,
Carvings.
These
Really?
it's like the what would you call it? When you've got like an inverse imprint of something in like sand.
Negative.
A negative. There you go. It's like from what you would understand this site, Angus. It's like a negative of a massive screw.
He's thinking for a moment. He thinks back to a lot of the Dwarven construct. I don't think we need to go down. I think it comes up.
Wait, are you saying? And Sao just looks to the pit and the markings, and then back to Angus. Are you saying what I'm thinking?
I think I am. Look around for a lever or some type of button or pressure plate or a doodad that you could do something with.
okay.
Alright, I guess everyone pair off and look around.
Sure, but I'm going to get something that might help with this. Going into my bag. Wand of Secrets.
All right. Remind me what that does.
Give me 1 second. Wand of Secrets has 3 charges. If it has an open door, trap door within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points to the nearest one of you. The wand has 3 charges expended. Yeah, you know, that type of thing. So I can find hidden doors or trap doors.
Okay.
Just in case.
So, who's searching for any sort of what you describe to be like hidden buttons or levers?
Not necessarily even hidden.
Okay.
Well, depending on how big the area is, because again, this was designed for giants, it may be like a little bit of walking around. I don't suspect it'll be in the immediate area.
Well, I'm gonna take out my amber runestone and use it to give me some nice light
There you
as
go.
I go about searching.
Velen will also search with his light source.
Okay.
Does she still have her dancing lights up?
Yep. Eda still has her dancing lights up. She's been just been sort of having them drift about her nearby.
Perfect.
All right. Do we roll investigation?
Yes, I would like you and Vellum to roll investigation checks, please.
Oh no. Maybe I should have brought Dejar.
Oh well.
You can always roll high.
Apparently not.
18 and 21.
It's like, yeah, just roll high, man. Just roll high.
Minus 1 intelligence, rolling a 21. What the
You
fuck?
both find this at the same time, and it's very cleverly hidden within the intricate patterns surrounding the this pit. A series of runes carved within those patterns that sort of create this ring around the pit itself.
So it just trails all the way around the pit.
Yes.
If we follow, I can't speak for Sal, but Velen's gonna sort of follow it along to see if any of them or if anything pops up that is different than the runes.
All right.
Sao is gonna do a short whistle towards Angus and sort of gesture him over, because he can read this shit.
I will read this shit. As I
Alright.
do speak Akteshi, or Giant.
This lacks the common context of language, but these are spell runes, giant spell runes.
Oh, perfect.
These are intended to how would you put it? It's these are intended for some sort of conjuration effect, some sort of summoning effect. You gather this requires some sort of verbal component.
In Akteshi, he's going to just say, up!
No discernible effect.
Drat! I thought that would work.
Try something
Well-
more ceremonial.
Raise.
There is a
Lift.
thundering thud beneath you,
Oh, there it is!
and one by one, a number of these giant roots light up, giving this shimmering, gleaming aura around the ring of this pit. I'd like you.
Angus once again turns around and gives 2 thumbs up.
I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no,
Oh,
I'm still walking around the ruins to see if they connect to anything, because I don't know. I don't know what Angus is talking about. Do I need to make a save?
You don't need to make a save, no.
Okay, good. You can understand my worry.
I'm gonna
I
give
feel
you
like
a
I'm
plus
shaking
4.
more than usual.
I'm gonna give you a plus 4 on that.
Can you do that for saves?
Flash of Genius is for saves as well, yeah.
Okay, so you
13.
you manage, Sayun, you manage to see what looks like this fracturing crack that spreads throughout the edge of the pit, which kind of spiders between Angus's legs, Angus's feet, and you manage to sort of, with your quick wit, manage to pull him just out of the way before an entire section of the side of the pit crumbles away down into the abyss below.
Literally just grab his shoulder and go yoink.
It becomes very apparent now that you see it. It's more obvious as the giant runes flicker out one by one. This sort of broken, shattering sound of some sort of arcane force. This thing has suffered a lot of damage during the thousands of years it's been down here. And you can see that spidering crack that has just now made its way up continues down the side of the pit. And it looks like it's just made its way up here.
Oh, watch out for that!
I did.
Well, more to them. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that's thoroughly broken. Bad news. We can't use it to elevate. Good news. It won't break on us if we try. Because it already
What if it just plummets?
Well, that would be a second thing of bad news now, wouldn't it?
If need be, Tully says, I can take one of you down with me.
How?
You saw me transform into an orca, did you not?
I thought Thule didn't come with us.
No, she's here.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, once you suggested that the Tau was the better option,
Yeah.
both
yeah.
were able to come.
Wonderful. That could be an option.
Sure. Your
Yes.
portal spell. What's the
Yeah,
range on
arcane-
that?
Arcane Gate, 500 feet.
And how taxing is that for you?
A little bit, but I I have something I can get it back. I'd rather not use it, but if I need to use it, sure.
Okay then.
It is
I
an
don't know
option if
all
we
of
need
us
to
will
leave.
to go.
As long as I concentrate on it, we can come up and go down as we please.
But if something happens and you break your concentration,
Then we're stuck down there.
I say we go with Thule.
What about rope? Does anyone have rope?
We'd
We
have to
have-
have hundreds of feet.
What he said. I don't think. Plus, me, he just gestures to Oliver. I don't think so. No.
How many hundreds?
Yeah. 2 to 3.
Let's see. If each of us had 50 feet of rope, that would cover it.
Oh, I don't have
I
any.
know if
So
you
there is a
throw-
camp full
no, I
of people
haven't
back there,
myself.
so somebody could zip back and grab some.
Aye, that's perhaps.
I
I
don't have
can.
a.
I can make some of us fly if that would help.
I mean, any of these options will work. I'm just trying to think of saving what resources we have and making sure that we're not relying on them for coming back.
But here's the thing, though, Vellum. I do have potions that help with replenishing those resources. But that's not a
How
problem.
long have we been in here, Jainer? Like from the walking to getting here?
It felt like a couple of hours.
Okay, yeah. So zipping back and getting some rope is not feasible.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, better to use one instance of a spell than multiple, I guess.
Yes.
Deja, your gate thing. That will get us all
Arcane
through.
gate. Yes, as long as I concentrate on it.
How about we ask Thule offered to fly somebody down? We can do that and have a look. We can send a scout and see if we need everybody. We might not need everyone to go down there.
Hold on.
That is fair.
Hold on. I have a spell that I can check what's down there before we all go down there.
Did you forget you had a familiar again?
No, it's a different spell.
Okay.
Arcane Eye.
Can it go hundreds of feet away? I
Yeah.
know some types of scrying can. And will it be able to see in the absolute darkness?
It's the. Yes.
Okay.
Like,
Worst case
I-
scenario, if you need to regain more spells, I have some mana potions.
And
They have
she
some-
did as well, and we can also just take a quick little rest and you can read over your booksies and aye, there's things we can do. But if you send down that little looky loo and see what's there, see if it's even worthwhile.
That's the plan. No use of sending a body when a spell can do just the same and no one get injured.
Just for curious sake, Thule, how many times can you do that animal changey thing?
I can do it twice before I need to rest for a moment.
Well, good to know for the future.
Alright, so Jenner, I was going to cast Arcane Eye.
Alright, so I have a thing I can do for this. Give me a brief moment.
What do your serpent eyes see?
They're taking the opposite eyes and God.
Fucking you.
So,
use that.
using your arcane eye, you make it drift down into the darkness of the pit. The descent seems endless. 100 feet, 200 feet, 300 feet, till you finally emerge to a vast chamber. This new chamber, can you see that, Dejar?
I can see that, yes.
This new chamber is colossal. And actually, wait, what can you see in darkness?
Yes,
With
30
that?
feet.
Oh, right. Okay then.
Wait, do you have dark vision?
I have dark vision, but the spell has 30 feet of dark vision.
So you can freely move that
Brilliant.
arcane eye wherever you wish.
Okay. Give me a second, let me zoom out too. What is...
So, this chamber is colossal, stretching about 120 feet on all sides. A perfect square, yet its grandeur is marred by the scent. Oh, you cannot smell through that, actually.
No, you cannot.
Beneath where you initially ventured is what appears to be a large stone circular platform. Its surface worn smooth by ages gone by. The source of the brilliant light you glimpsed earlier becomes evident now. It's a massive stone brazier of immense proportions, about 10 feet across, blazing with a fervour that rivals a bonfire. It casts this warm orange glow, bathing the chamber in orange light. And the brazier is not alone in this space. 3 enormous standing stones, each 10 feet tall, are positioned around the brazier on the platform. Their surface is etched with ancient markings that you can barely make out. Yet you notice the 4th stone, which is missing. The section of the platform where it would have been is shattered, plunged with the stone into a deep, fractured chasm that now lies beneath. But that's not the only chasm that scars this chamber. Everywhere you look...
Oh.
Sorry?
This is... I'm seeing it. I can see the stone, too. How far is it, the stone?
The stone itself is about 50 feet down. And it's sort of... It's sort of teetered on the edge of a precipice of rock, where any further movement could send it sliding into the abyss further down below, which just disappears into
Okay.
darkness.
Alright.
You notice everywhere you look, these fractures have torn apart this once unified chamber. This fractured web of abyssal shadow that surrounds the platform on all sides. And in fact, actually make a perception check.
Oh boy. Through the thingy. Wait.
Nine. Okay.
Well, I'm not physically observant. At the moment.
You are also trying to process the fact that the arcane eye literally views in all directions.
Yeah, so it's kind of information overwhelm.
So your arcane eye kind of sweeps the vast chamber. Your attention through it is
It also
captured.
only see to 30 feet.
Your attention is captured by the presence of what looks like 4 massive stone sarcophagi. 2 of these ancient resting places have seemingly fallen victim to the ravages of time, their forms partially shattered, leading them to sort of crumble into the ravines below. However, 2 others of these sarcophagi stand untouched, preserved against the ages. And your eyes are also drawn to 4 expansive hallways that stretch into the shadows from each wall of the chamber. This is apparently an intersection of these 4 halls. And above each of these hallways' entrances, imposing and seemingly vigilant, 4 intricately carved dragon heads loom. Carved from the same stone as the chamber itself.
Okay. I'm gonna look closer at the inscriptions on these stones. See if I can get anything.
This appears to be giant text.
And I can read giant.
Indeed. You read that text. Put it in your DMs.
I got it.
And that's from all 4 of these standing stones, including the one collapsed into the bottom of the ravine below.
Okay. After a while of just processing this information, she takes all the way up top. She's taking out a parchment and writing this all down in giant, then in the translated version. Then taking note of the room, the condition, and what they're in. Okay. So, as she finish up writing, I have some good news and I have some bad news. He talks to the group. Which one would you like to hear first?
Well, give me the bad one first.
Okay. Well, there's some heavy damage down there. Like a huge crack. Some of the sarcophagi are lost, ruined to time. Good news though, there's 4 passageways that lead to 4 different cardinal directions. Each has a impressive visage of a dragon head above each, and there's 2 sarcophagi that's still intact. Couldn't make out anything else. Oh, and here's what the stone tablets down there say, right beside the huge bonfire down there. Brazier? Bonfire? Brazier. And she hands the translated version to Angus.
Alright, so with that in mind, I will just post the giant text in the chat there.
Here? Yes, sirree.
Certainly is giant.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sure is giant text.
Yeah.
It is giant text in every sense of the word.
Yep. Well, it won't let me read it though.
Wait, what?
Yeah, for some reason it's not, even though my sheet, I can read it, it's not.
Try clicking party or something. Maybe that'll do it. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe because we're not on the
have
map,
used
it's not assigning our languages to us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Aye, there it is. With sun's first kiss on the eastern blaze, like a furnace's heart to its warm embrace. In stormy skies, the tempest's core, to northwards flight, where sacred wings soar, like a poisoned dragon's wake in sight. Westward sprawl, a forest light, a mirrored realm in chill explore, a southward path to when I see shore. You know, the giants did love their stupid fucking rhyming. You gotta admit, it's pretty poetic, but it's also a little silly.
Shots fired.
Either way, essentially what it's saying, it looks like to the east will be something for a fire dragon. Dragon? Giant. North is where we'll find the stormy ones, with all the lightning and the thunder and the like. West is where we'll find, I'm guessing, earth and poison and shite. And the south, frost.
Would make sense, considering each time we saw a dragon's burial tomb, these cardinal directions seem to mirror that. Sorry, I'm still overloaded with information from my spell.
Hey, that's fine.
So basically, we go down there, we pick a direction, and that's the tomb of the element giant tribe thing.
Of the tribe of giants. Yes.
Well, it seems like we've got to go down there anyway.
And shite's thoroughly broken.
So, time did its worst down there.
Well, maybe when we get down there, we can take a look at it. Maybe see about repairing it, but if it's a lost cause, then just gotta be ready for a climb on the way up or to use some more spells.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried to try and repair it. That was a very big crack. I wouldn't.
So, what's the plan for getting down there?
Do we want
I believe, Deja, you had a solution?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop the concentration for this arcane eye, so I know exactly where to.
No, wait, hold on. Well, you got the time with it. Scout ahead on the pass.
Which one? I can do all of them.
Folk east. Start with the fire bits. You got a couple folks that are comfortable with that.
He's not wrong.
I do not deny this fact, but okay. Take me, Janet, can you take me back to the...
I can.
Pretty much.
While
So, you're going
Deshara
towards the
is-
east, yeah?
Yeah, trying to figure out where that is on this map.
While Deshara is doing that, I'd like Sao to take a short moment to investigate the surrounding area more, around where we are, the party. Just so we're sure not to have missed anything.
Alright, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Whoop-de-hoo-ha.
Oh,
Oh, look at that nat
28.
gorgeous.
I can make it 32.
I wouldn't blow all of your flash of geniuses in the first room.
Yeah,
Quick,
I'm sticking
quick
with
thing,
this one.
Quick thing
I think
before
me not
you-
falling 300
Sorry,
feet to my death was worth it, though.
Yeah, Black Spice?
Yeah.
Which way's eastward? This one?
You have no idea while you're down here. It's very difficult to tell cardinal directions.
Should have gotten that 1 feet.
Well, let's see.
Ganny, would I know what direction we are?
You are
Since I can't get lost.
Yeah, true. So facing the pit, back facing the entrance, the way you came in, you're currently facing north.
Convenient.
Okay, so facing the pit is north.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
so they are facing the pit is north.
Okay. Going by that direction. East.
So,
would be-
Dajar.
Hmm?
Oh, wait, hang on. It's the wrong measuring tool. So, seeing that, this direction would be north. This direction would be east.
I can't see your pings.
Oh shit.
Bum, 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 bum.
So this direction
given
would
the wrong time of ping.
yeah, this is north. This is east.
Okay then. Cool. I'll go in that direction.
Okay. So, before we do that, Sayun, you searching around the immediate area. Nothing immediately stands out to you until you kind of glimpse over towards the pit where you found specifically where you found those runes, oriented in that circle around the pit. You notice the faint metallic shimmer bouncing off of Vellum's sunblade, the light emitting from his blade. Some sort of glittering gold color that catches your eye, and as you kind of
shiny.
brush away some of the dust and grime from the ages, from these runes, each of these runes is inlaid with gold.
Now, not to be an absolutely fucking, and sorry, my verbiage here, loot goblin and not just take the gold.
You gonna go full Forbidden Palace on this?
No. I'm instead just gonna examine these, and I know Angus is like our go-to guy for like giant stuff, so I'm gonna bring him just over.
Ooh.
Angus, could you come over here for a moment?
Oh, sure, aye. What's wrong? What
Look
you
here.
find?
And she just sort of dusts off more to show it.
Oh.
You see, yes, you see each of these runes is indeed inlaid with some sort of golden metal or some sort of precious metal.
With my blacksmithing knowledge, would I be able to identify that metal?
Yes, make me an intelligence check and add your proficiency modifier.
Yes, I can do
This is where you nat 20 as well.
Why'd you do it?
I'm sorry.
Do I have advantage
gotta
because
do it
she's
to her?
showing this to me?
I'll give you advantage. Go ahead.
Another one.
I'm sorry.
Went ahead and jinxed it. Okay, 16. 16's better. This is some combination of brass and gold.
Interesting. You don't see this technique often in metallurgy. It's a compound. Looks to be brass and gold together. Imagine it's meant most to save on the gold itself.
Yes,
But it
and
does give it an interesting luster.
isn't gold notorious for being very hard to work into other metals?
Which is what makes it very interesting indeed.
So, do you have any plans for this, or shall we move back to Dajar?
Is there anything to this?
Very likely it seems purely ornamental.
I will take out a good bit of chunks. I'll take definitely enough for the 3 metal workers of our group, Sal, Vellum, and myself,
Okay.
to each have a sizable chunk to be able to study.
So just make me like a check with your mason's tools. See if you can pry some. See how much of this you can pry out.
While he's doing
Alright.
that, Sao is gonna uncover more of it just to keep,
Mhm.
time going for her.
All right. Right. While you're doing that, we'll move over to Deja. 21. You.
Check it out, they cut it all in one piece!
I just took the whole chunk.
You managed to take out about 20 pounds of this stuff. Just this is going to take you a while, but that's about as much as you can get out. But Deja, your arcane eye drifts further into the depths of the first hall. The silence around you enveloping you like this heavy shroud. Dust stirs with the eyes passing. Actually, no, it's invisible, isn't it?
It is invisible, so.
It isn't incorporeal.
Yeah, it's very true, very true. So the dust stirs with its invisible presence as the chamber you left behind gradually recedes. Its glow growing fainter and fainter as the roar of the Brazier's bonfire dims to a distant murmur.
Okay. All what he is seeing, taking that information and getting parchment and ink and trying to scroll at least a mini version of the map if she can. Not pretty, but it'll work.
In this void, your light becomes, well, the light beyond becomes your only companion here. And as you continue forward, the tunnel begins to illuminate. A brilliant violet light emerges at its end, contrasting starkly with the encroaching darkness.
Okay.
And emerging from the tunnel, you find yourself in a chamber much like the one you just left behind.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
A perfect square of 120 feet on all sides. Familiar cracks mar the stone surfaces while deep ravines crisscross the chamber, splitting the colossal masonry into jagged formations and fragments. A singular platform rests in the chamber's centre, encircled by 3 runestones. The fourth side of the platform has succumbed to time's relentless grip, collapsing into a chasm, along with its accompanying runestone. And a sense of deja vu washes over you as you take in this sight. The parallels are uncanny, like you've stepped into some strange alternate reality, duplicate of the previous chamber, but your eyes are drawn to the heart of the room as you discern one significant difference. A massive brazier blazes in the centre, but it's not fire that dances within it. Instead, a sparking, turbulent ball of lightning roils and churns with violent energy. The air around it crackles and sparks, and the chamber itself seems to pulse with the electric tempest's erratic rhythm.
Upon seeing this, Ishara just stops trying to map out for a moment. Trying to discern what the hell she's actually seeing. Because either something's trapped there or that's some damn powerful magic. I want to discern the nature of that.
Sure.
But that's quite a big distance.
Make an Arcana check.
Boy.
Definitely appears to be some sort of magical energy that's forming it into this ball-like shape. Probably best not to get near to it.
That was my first assumption, because I am, no. Fire? Okay, this, not so much. I'm gonna try and skirt around it. Its reach so far.
Which direction?
It'll probably try to continue eastward.
Okay. Is your attempt?
And is the same same writing, even though I moved over in this direction, the same writing is on the stones.
Make a perception check. Seven.
Fuck.
You're not able to see from this distance.
I'm not risking it. Just going to keep going east.
Alright.
What's the duration on that eye?
An hour.
Oh,
Oh,
dang,
so-
you can get a good amount of distance out of that. Well, depending on how long the holes are each other.
We shall see.
We shall see.
So you continue onward, leaving the violet light behind. The sound of thunder leaves your auditory senses in this arcane eye. You continue on through the darkness until you see another light up ahead. It's a familiar violet-purple light.
Oh no.
You find yourself in the exact same chamber.
Oh no,
That
it's the last
same-
words get me out of here.
That same roiling purple ball of lightning resting in the center of that brazier. And it's then that the electrified heart pulsates as blinding arcs of lightning glance out and then jump from the brazier. Brilliant violet white light illuminating the chamber. This stark contrast to its surrounding darkness. The crackling bolts sear through the air with their power, streaking towards anything in the vicinity.
Okay,
And then disappears. All that's left is that singular ball of lightning in the center.
okay. Clearly, there's something going on with this plasma ball of lightning that Jakara was like, this is probably, some type of spell to ward off some. And she comes back here again. It's like, okay, once, coincidence. Second, nah, this is something. I was gonna try and discern it. This time, going probably around this direction. Get a better view of it.
Alright. You drift the arcane eye closer to this roiling ball lightning. Go ahead and make a... You're trying to discern the nature of this
Yeah.
entity, this thing.
Yes, because this is. It may appear natural, but that the way it is, nah.
Alright. Go ahead and make me one more Arcana check. The DC's higher because you're attempting to... you're trying to force this.
What I do.
14.
Oh.
Not bad. Not bad. There is some sort of elemental nature to this ball lightning.
Wait a minute. And this is not a jump at it. Dealt with elementals and giant burials before, and this is a burial. No stretch. Would there be what Angus and Sal keep referring to as ruins nearby? Like we saw in the one where those the flying dinosaurs were making their nests.
Like some sort of sarcophagus.
No, like like a chiseled ruin inside this room. Anything.
There are the four standing stones. If that's what you mean.
Yes and no. Each one of those, the last giant's tomb that we went to, the grave, had 4 types of runes depicting each clan of giant. Like storm, fire.
He said yes to that, the standing stones.
Oh, the standing, okay then.
Yep, you do see 4 standing stones, or well, 3. One of them has collapsed into the ravine. Meanwhile, what are the rest of you guys doing? As Dajar's just kind of sat there, these bright
Stoning TV.
Playing cards.
Well, Dajar
Hey
is doing
Willem,
Dajar.
check out this 20 pounds of stuff I got.
Sorry. Was that genuine or was it for the memes?
No, that's genuine.
Okay. What stuff? What? There's rooms everywhere. You get
Brass mixed with gold. I ripped it right out of their walls. It used to be sacred text. Now it's sacred knowledge. You have any idea? Of course you do. It's so hard to work gold into anything else. And they've mixed it. Check it out as it breaks a chunk off and gives it to you. And this is for you to learn how.
He takes it and sort of like examines it briefly and pockets it, but just then looks at Angus. Considering the crack in the floor, maybe we shouldn't go ripping chunks out of the wall.
Oh, it's fine. It was just a little filigree.
And then suddenly,
I ensured it was not structurally integral.
right.
Giant boulder comes down and kill the party.
Well, let's hope it isn't.
Everyone make
I guess I
dexterity
just
saves.
have a chunk of this
No,
shit
no,
now.
fuck
At least the
fuck
arcane eye survives.
At least
Right.
as long as the jar does.
So while Dajar is doing Dajar things, Bellum's gonna fish around in his pack. What way did we think of going when we got down there? Have we thought of that yet?
I have a preference towards the warm zone to the east. I feel quite comfortable dealing with fire.
Yeah, the fire one. Let's see. You 3 are covered. Right. I think he'll pull out 2 vials. So. And he will hand you a potion of fire resistance. I will trade that to you in the interim, and then since if I remember right, Dajar's fucking senses are locked to the arcane eye, right?
Not locked. I can still hear you guys. It's just my sensory
Okay,
is
you just I thought it was like full. It was like I thought it was like fine familiar.
no.
Mechanics. Okay.
think that like I'm kind of have an overload of sense of information at the moment.
It's just your eyeballs down there. Everything else is up here. Got it.
Yeah.
Does it actually... Hold on. Unlike other things where it says you only see out of that, it doesn't say that.
Exactly. I can pay attention to that and this at the same time.
No, I think you get to choose what you see.
Either way.
Because there's the other spells that say you can only see from this or that, right? And you lose your personal sense.
No.
This is like having an extra sense.
Yes.
This does not say you no longer can see.
Exactly. It's just saying I
just mentally receive the vision. Exactly. So you can see up top too.
That's why. That's literally what I said. I'm just having.
Awesome. Okay. I misunderstood.
information.
I thought it was saying that you couldn't. My bad. Never mind. Congratulations.
Right. Speaking.
Alrighty.
Of,
Well, as I was saying,
I was just advocating in your benefit, dude.
I know, but I do it. This is important for later because I don't want crispy snack.
Yes.
So Vellum being Vellum and still not quite up to snuff on the particulars of magic, just sort of sidles up to the jar, is like, "Jar, if you could hear me, I'm putting something in your hand." And then he will just like put potion in hand, very carefully.
Just
Jar
unzips.
is-
I'm putting something in your hand.
Why you got no?
You just see her just while staring out into space for a
So
moment.
cringe.
Her eyes just glance, slow turn glance up at you. You realize I can hear you, right? You no need to. I don't know.
I
raise your
did not
voice?
know that. Or I thought your eyes and ears were down there.
No, I'm getting an overload of sensory sensations and information. It's hard to explain. Like
Okay,
here,
I did not know that.
here.
I still have not figured out this magic lock yet. Anyway, don't lose that. And if you don't end up using it, give it back to me when you're done.
Okay, I'm hitting a literal wall here. We might as well just go down there because I'm stuck.
Why did you fly it into a wall?
Mentally, Vellum, mentally I am stuck. I can't figure out what I'm seeing. One room there's a ball of fire and a brazier. In this other room I went into, I passed it, going east again, and there's a ball of lightning in the brazier. Like I'm back in the same room.
Question.
Is there like a one of air or like ice beyond those rooms?
No, it's every time I try to go past this ball of lightning, I'm end up back into that same room.
I have a
don't-
question, Janer.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to interrupt, Spice.
Okay.
I as a player have a good sense of what this puzzle is, but Vellum is -1 intelligence. Can I maybe make a roll to put pieces together?
DM me what you think. And,
Sure.
and then give me the roll.
There you go. I mean, I don't know if it's correct or not, but like, Vellum ain't me, and he doesn't quite have. He's himbo energy.
Sure.
As
Just
one does.
give me an intelligence check.
All right, here we go,
It's
guys.
gonna be lower DC since checks don't have the bonuses, but
Motherfucker.
I'm a -1. What do you expect?
Don't
I'm a dumb boy.
expect much.
I mean,
It's long time before. Just as this wasn't one of those times.
the riddle. It's clearly some sort of riddle, and it definitely has something to do with that riddle.
All right, I have nothing. Got it. Vellum, the character, has nothing. He's just sort of gonna think a minute, scratch his head.
Which direction?
I don't
is-
think I have the brain for this. Anyone got any thoughts?
Which direction is the orb going? Where are you going first, Jean?
I went east. And each time I went try and go past this room east, I ended back into the same room. Like I never left.
Okay. You try going north after that.
I can try that.
Try going to the east, and you get to the center room again, and try going north. Then you go west, and then you go south. They gave you the directions in the riddle.
Sorry. What?
No, it's fine. It's cryptic bullshit.
It's true. Alright. So you're headed
Don't
north.
tell anyone, but we like to do that too.
Yes.
Alright, so you kind of drift your way through the northern hallway. Again, that silence embracing your senses. Behind the chamber behind you fades. That violet light disappears. The sound of distant thunder becoming a mere whisper. And amidst this emptiness, the tunnel's end unveils what seems like an ethereal, icy blue light against the dark. And a gentle breeze carries a palpable chill. As you emerge, the scene mirrors the previous chamber. That perfect 120-foot square, cracked and chasm-marked stone. In this, another lone platform sits, encircled by those three same solemn runestones. Again, the fourth has crumbled into the abyss. And once again, a feeling of deja vu washes over you. And your focus shifts to the chamber's heart, revealing another divergence. An immense brazier cradling a frozen pool of water.
Who looks to Angus? Damn.
Was it right?
You were correct.
Hey.
I'm seeing the pool of frozen chili water. I'm assuming.
There you go.
You're also able.
Frozen water.
You are also able to make out various small clusters. In fact, you've been seeing them throughout your journey here. Seeing them through the arcane eye. These small clusters of herbs that have kind of found root within this chamber.
Yeah. There's also seemed to. The first chamber I saw blazeweed. This one I saw mold and frost leaf clusters. Interesting.
There you go.
Oh, fire, storm, ice. Guess the next one is earth.
Aye, to the west.
That one's east. This would be in the opposite direction.
So you're going west.
Westward, yes.
Because you just went north, now you go west.
That's where
How
I
long
go
does
over
this
here.
last, by the way?
An hour.
Oh, so we got plenty of time.
Before I just come over here, Janet, what is this I'm seeing here?
You can see these very intricate patterns of ornate, these very intricate ornate patterns in the floor. These tiles that form these decorative circular shapes in the ground. And even with the amount of time that passed, the intricate details have not faded. If here they seem to be cloaked with a very, very faint coat of rime.
Mental note. Remember that.
You follow the pathway through the west, and you emerge from the east into the very same chamber. Once more, you see that brazier filled with the frosted water.
Okay, going westward did not give the desired result. I'm back in the same chamber. Any bright ideas?
Maybe each chamber takes its own directions from the riddle.
So wait, did you go in the right sequence?
I went westward.
Because you just went north of 4,
North.
right? First you went east, then you went north, then you went west. Now try going south.
It's you see the air beginning to frost over. You can see spreading from the brazier itself, these rapidly spreading tendrils of cold and frost across the chamber. The very air itself seems to freeze as the cold seems to seep into everything it touches. Ice crystals form on surfaces. Some sort of punishing cold snap.
Yep, go south.
Okay, for every wrong turn I make, there's punishment. Right, okay. Bye. And east. North. I need to go. Okay. And she's gonna go southward. Move.
Alright then. So you descend into this south-facing hall, leaving behind the icy chamber.
Yep. With hall.
The atmosphere takes on a different aspect, shifting to an uncomfortable warmth that carries some sort of tinge of green. It's not scalding. Well, again, you can't feel physical effects through this eye. I need to remember that. The walls come into view adorned with intricate designs of tendrils and vines, sinuous patterns carved with an almost artistic precision. The conclusion of the tunnel reveals an eerie yet enchanting green radiance amid the prevailing darkness. And you find yourself in a space that could be could be it's identical to the previous one, or again another parallel reality altogether. Boundary between two blurs here is difficult to figure out when you've entered one chamber and left another. You find yourself.
Did it work?
It worked. And I'm starting to know what is happening.
Your
Well,
attention.
what's happening?
Well, as he says this, your attention is drawn to the core of the room, where again that familiar colossal brazier cradles an amalgamation of dirt and bones, and from this strange concoction sprouts an assortment of vivid glowing fungi, a mixture of sizes and shapes. And you can see that the air around them seems to carry a blend of what you would assume to be poisonous fumes. And you notice faint green spores drifting through the air, infusing the atmosphere. There is a prevalent aura of decay and melancholy that envelops the surroundings here. And you can see various other bits of fungus extruding from the stonework surrounding this platform.
Okay, so passing through each direction leads me to a different room. Failure to do that causes, well, not different room, same room, different effect. Going in the opposite direction that's not according to the riddle yields a frightening punishment. Glad we didn't go down there just immediately. I think doing that reveals one tomb that corresponds with each of the changed but similar room. I think that's where we'll find the object. This is all conjecture, by the way, but the evidence seems to be pointing in that direction. I just writes down the exact thing that happened and took all the notes. I think this is enough. I think we should just go down there now. If any have any objections to it.
I don't really have any objections, but from what you say about each room and what is at its center, I think it should be safe to say that we should be cautious.
Oh, no doubt. But if we
You know, I
fail...
got a question.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. You said one of the pillars was missing for an element. Was it always the same pillar, or did you, when you go into different rooms, a different element was missing?
No, it's the same pillar. Exact same way. Exact same room.
That's interesting.
I think the room, or passing through the halls, the room is, gonna sound crazy, layered onto itself. Each direction gives you the corresponding room and element.
Well, we won't find much else out hanging around up here.
Alright. And the guy's going to... Drop the concentration.
So you have no idea how hard it was to keep quiet during it's like, I know, but I can't say anything.
So, do you want me to conjure up the arcane gate?
If everyone's ready, then all the scouting you can.
Right? Hands together and almost sacred-like geometry opens in midair till a gate forms of quartz. And she did it just a little bit away from the pit, but just enough to when you walk into it, you'll appear just behind one of the pillars. Firebrazer. Get that, Jenner?
I just realised I was muted. Sorry. And you see,
Damn it.
you see on the other side of this shimmering crystalline gateway, this distorted image of some orange glowing light. And I shall bring you all to the scene.
Sorry, I'm just giggling. It's like, Sal would like to send you 1 potion of acid resistance. I'm here staring at my potions of acid resistance.
Listen, I have
like-
4 of them.
I have 2 of them. I'm Gucci.
If it wants
If there's a damage type, I have resistance potion for it. Don't worry, I'm good. I appreciate the sentiment, though. It's just funny to me. Oh, spooky. I can actually look at things now.
What is this spooping?
Real spooper hours.
Now that you're all here, I'm just going to edit a couple of things real quick.
I'm gonna check if I can actually take light casting with my.
Sorry, Grunka.
Okay, I got my glasses on.
So, you all see pretty much what has been described. An enormous square chamber, 120 feet on all sides, fractured down the middle with these tremendous gorges, ruined stone and masonry scattered everywhere. You see in particular, Sayun, as you kind of shine the light and looking about, you see these yes, let's see here.
Ranka, stop being a fucking loot gob.
You see
Deja for a second.
kind of peering into the abyss, Sayun. Your passive perception takes note of these gossamer threads kind of spanning the depths. Delicate but unmistakably spider silk.
Mistakenly what?
Spider silk.
Ooh.
That's for spoders. Oh, I did not want to ignore that. Didn't want to step into the gorge. I was wazding by instinct and reflex. Too much boulders.
Make me also make me a perception check, Sayun.
Oh boy! You know, the one thing that never fucking happens.
28. Amidst the fractured masonry and shadowed abyss, your eyes catch a detail that seems to hold further significance, more clues. The platform's edge, the very same pattern you encountered in the pit's walls stretches along its side, hinting at some sort of continuity between these two forms. And a seam runs where the platform meets the stone tiles below, an indicator that the spiral design continues downward, carving a path through the stone beneath you. This isn't some sort of mere elevated platform surface, but some sort of primitive elevator.
I am definitely taking notes of this. Otherwise, well,
Amidst the one also because you rolled so high, amidst this hushed chamber, a glimmer of reflected firelight dances in the depths of the distant darkness. The glint draws your attention to the southeastern corner, where
which is
southeastern corner, this direction,
this.
where one of the collapsed sarcophagi has plunged into the abyss, and your gaze veers onward, where the elusive sparkle you saw kind of glimmers once more. And seems to be coming from the chasm beyond, that kind of fractures through the corner of this room.
Interesting.
It seems to extend further beyond.
I can't really see that far because my dark vision doesn't reach that far, and
But
Oh,
the
don't
glint-
worry, I got you.
But you see the glint from the darkness.
By the way, I don't know what's going on.
I wanted to figure out about this fire. Is there any wood that's keeping this fire, or
Kind of squint your eyes into the firelight, and you see no wood. Nothing but the flame itself.
is this purely magical? All right. Okay.
This boy got a snoot.
Yes, you can indeed see these massive visages of four different types of dragons surrounding the room.
Yeah, many snoots on display.
alright, is this the point where we ask Liska what kind of dragons they are?
Hey, Granka.
Janer, sorry, real quick, I'm stuck on Ida.
Oh, no.
I
Oh, no.
can't select myself.
Hang on.
I am on Ida.
Hang on.
I just moved. I didn't want to walk in the fire, so I moved myself around it, and suddenly I was on her. Thank you.
Hey, Granka.
Yeah, they are different.
Hello.
What can you discern about this fire? Because I have a good feeling, but I'm not entirely sure.
As you over the shortest gap in the ravine, easy enough to do.
It has no wood, but it's still burning. I think it's magical in nature, but
Ah, that would be, I think we have a spell for it these days, the, continual flame.
Janer,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask this fire if it's magical.
Sure.
I don't know why I'm laughing. It's very sensible.
Are you doing anything, or are you just asking?
I'm asking him Ignis. Or Ignan, rather.
It's Grunka, he can literally just ask the fire.
You magic. No magic.
You speak those words in Ignan that sound like the again kind of matching that crackling of fire in your voice. There appears to be no response.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, 'cause it feels like a fire and it's hot like a fire, but it doesn't eat anything, so it's probably magic fire.
Thank you for your wise counsel, because this is confusing to Yard for
Your
a number
wise
of
counsel.
reasons.
Yeah, it's okay. If any more fire-related questions, you can ask me.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sage of Fire.
Yeah.
Question, Jainer.
Mhm.
Would Velen be able to recognize any of I almost said any of the busts, but you know what I mean, the dragons.
Sure, and make a
Because they're
nature,
of different types, but
Make-
maybe
make a-
it's
yeah.
newcomers.
make a nature check.
Alrighty, here we go. You know,
13.
not terrible.
I mean, you have seen this type of visage before, the one from what you now know to be the cardinal direction of the south. This dragon bears a striking resemblance to many of Crothus's features. So
Okay.
very likely a white dragon.
Frosty bitch.
Is the only dragon we haven't killed a red?
Pretty much.
I think so.
Yes.
Well, in this room, only
And I
dragon.
think that's east.
I think. Well, I
Yes.
don't think everyone else has killed a blue dragon, but you have.
Yeah.
Well, we
That's
as a
true.
collective.
That's kind of why I asked if we should ask Niska what each of these dragons are, because she could probably just point and tell us.
Yeah.
Yep, but
Velen
but
just
nobody
like,
has.
Yep, Velen just like not loudly, but just audibly announces to no one in particular. This one looks a lot like that Crothus twat.
Never seen Crothus, but I'll take your word for it.
This
What's
big
it
fellow
way?
looks over with Val's like, "Oh yeah, that is a white dragon. This," she points to the one that she's standing in front of, is a. Hold on, I want to double check I get the directions right. This one is a red. She looks north like that is a blue. She kind of like lingers on it a second, then looks left, or I guess westward. It's like that one is a green.
So he said egg then. It's an egg dragon.
It's a green.
Most.
I suppose
most
technically all
are,
dragons are egg dragons.
So
except for the
I went-
platypus dragon that gives live birth.
I hate you.
That'd be ironic.
Everything
Given that
dragons.
platypuses do not give life birth.
So the yard just muses out loud. So I went that direction. And that direction was the ball of lightning in the same brazier. I passed that hall. He points in this direction.
Well, we should pick a direction to go in.
Let's see if it's. Let's go like thinks over what it says. Like, well, if it is. I mean, you said that there was like different types of elements in the brazier. Like it would, you go a direction and it would change.
Yes. It went from fire, lightning, a brazier full of frozen water, and one full
And
of
then-
poison.
Right, and that's in the same order as the riddle. And the directions you need to go.
So I guess we just
So
we're done with this room head the way that
that wasn't
Dejaz is.
that wasn't how the riddle is. The riddle has poison and then ice. The jar said it
Yeah,
was ice
it's
and
out of
poison.
order.
Yeah. Because for some reason, he points to this broken stone and then the stones afterwards. That's how it was written.
Well,
Why
let's
don't we go in the direction that the center flame says then?
let's make sure we're done with this room, that there's nothing in it that we need, and then get moving.
Yes.
Hey,
Let's check.
I know
let's
this
check-
is sarcophagi.
Yeah,
What's
this
that?
one over here and this one over there are intact. The other two are lost to time.
And a big
Well-
hole.
Not really lost to time per se. And Sao sort of points over in the lower section here. My eyes catch something glimmering rather further on, but I can't really make out what.
So
Yeah, I
whatever was in there maybe fell.
That sounds like a
Well,
large
got
possibility.
displaced. Something is there.
Spell me sounds like it's better since he just gestures to how destructed the structure is around them. That seems more plausible. Hold on one second. She's gonna look in her book. I'll be right back in a moment.
Like, is that in character or out of character?
Question.
I think I was in the-
What's the rules on like a long jump again?
When you do a running jump, you move your strength modifier.
No,
Not
you,
modifier, score. Sorry.
yeah,
It's
you move your
score.
strength score.
Yeah, and I have
Right.
19 strength at the moment, so I can easily clear this gap with a running jump.
Yeah, no worries then.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna take a leap not knowing the jump rules.
Yeah, okay.
Hey Jane, a question.
Yes.
This bit right here.
Yep.
It's not very nice.
That-
That is about
Yeah.
that's about 50 feet down.
Okay. And then the other one is just undetermined leap. Okay.
Is that the writing talking about the directions?
It's part of it, yes. From what you can probably determine.
Maybe the chunk knocked it out of order or something. I don't know. I am opening the Sargus now. Ready?
Wait, Willem, wait.
Yep, that's why I said it.
And you even?
I
That's a
can
lot
try.
of move.
My main concern right now is
Traps.
not only traps, but like, no offense to you, but look at the fucking thing.
I could probably slide this out of the way. Let me give it a go.
Are you
He's
okay?
gonna scoot around.
All right. Sure. Go ahead and double click it.
I have double clicked it. I don't know if it's lagging or if nothing. Oh, there we go.
It will lag. You try to pull it with all your might.
17 doesn't do it.
No, this is a massive stone sarcophagus lid. You pull it with all your might. It's not budging.
Okay, this might be a two-person job.
Told you.
All right. So Grunko just with very little effort, Grunker manages to channel his his inner chimp strength and knock the lid off.
Gotta fucking show me up, haven't you?
Yeah.
I think it's a two-person job. Fucking solo chimps the lid open.
Now just close to Willem and then Grunke and then back to Willem. Or did you know?
Change out.
Are you both able to access that?
Yes.
Yes. I see shinies.
Yeah, turns
Alright.
It's
to-
gonna be big bitches though.
it
Before
turns
you
out
start
that we needed
taking
Phantom
shit,
Man.
At least
I haven't touched anything, don't worry.
So how the fuck do we get over there?
You jump.
You yump if you have the strength for it.
Yeah, most of us don't.
We could have someone
I mean,
throw.
I have a
Right.
ten- I have
Hang on.
I have
Some-
a 10
Throw
I'm
you
gonna go-
score.
Venom's gonna go right as far to the edge as he can. Be ready to grab whoever's adjacent. Make sure they get over.
Oh no, this is gonna be fucking terrifying.
Don't worry, Sal, I got you.
Alright. With a short running jump, Sa will barely make the 10-foot gap here.
Oh,
And can I grab since she would be adjacent to where I am, and I'm reaching out to catch people,
Sure.
and I grab her.
Yes, just make me a... I'll say a dexterity saving throw.
Hey, better
No-
hope I roll
no
well while you're going in the
acrobatics?
drink.
No acrobatics, no athletics. Just
Dex saving throw, I guess. Okay, there it is. Sorry, I had to remember how to do it on the sheet.
It's not a high DC, because technically Saoyun can make that jump. Okay, so 13. 13 will be enough. You clasp out your massive gauntleted hand to Saoyun, as you see her sort of just about sort of stumbling at the edge, waving her arms in circles, trying to stabilize herself.
Oh, I got you. And he's gonna just pull her, just yank her closer.
alright. Thank you. Now
Watch out! Now it's my turn.
Okay, so with your you've got
Lance.
how much strength have you got? 16. Okay, yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
ever seen a dwarf just do a running jump for more than twice his own height?
We're natural sprinters. Alright, scoot over, Angus. Jajar, you're next.
Yeah,
Can she even jump? Does she
pretty sure
even
her
need to?
tail
Can
could
she
go
just
along the-
stretch out?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a tail could go along the whole thing. That was a joke in character, but out of character, would her tail be long enough?
I don't think there's any specific rules on jumping for Naga. I can double check.
I'm just thinking, like,
I
she
don't-
throws me her tail and I pull her over.
You know, Coral
Okay,
Strike is a thing.
When you make it, you can reach.
Grunka just like
Can
looks.
you jump if you don't have legs?
Yeah, Grunka just looks at Bellum and then looks at her and be like, snakes can't jump.
Throw me a tail, Jajar. You're long enough for that, right?
I could, or you just gonna just look.
If it's a spell, don't waste it, because the less we use while we're here, the better.
She's thinking about, but it's more efficient that way.
It's not very the resource efficient. Now, come on, give me your tail.
Oh shit! No, like how you said that, but okay.
Okay, so you effectively just kind of sort of fling your tail over the span of the gorge.
If I remember right, her tail's like 10. She's 10 foot of tail, right?
Yeah, pretty much. 10, 12.
Yes, that's enough to get across.
Yeah. It's very awkward as well, though, as you kind of
I'll try to be gentlemanly as I can.
as you kind of hold on to the end of her tail, Jajar ends up sort of swinging downwards into the gorge below. Top of her body just sort of dangling there as you try to pull her out bit by bit.
Don't worry, I got you.
And she comes dangerously close to sort of wafting her way through some of the webs.
Note,
Most dignified, but he gets her up there. He gets her there.
we're not doing this again. I'm using spells. Regardless of how resourceful it might be, I ain't doing that again.
Keeping yourself alive later is going to be more important than a little bit of dangling.
I have other ways to keep myself alive. Especially this. She just holds up her displays her coke. Hello?
Well, yes, but look, your spells are versatile and useful. I just want to avoid wasting them on a tiny gap. And he'll sort of like help brush off some cobwebs.
I mean, besides that, there's gonna probably be almost a similar way of doing that. I don't want to fall, or whatever is living here to come up. Oh, free snack! I don't want that.
I wouldn't let that happen to you, Dijal.
It's not the fact that you won't let it happen. I don't know if something might just come up and be like, tasty.
I
don't
won't
want-
let that happen, Dijal. I see the boys are already rummaging. Venom's gonna go over and examine one of these metallic items, i.e. the shield or axe. Can I identify what it's made of?
Make an intelligence check with your proficiency.
Can I use it? Could I argue my tools?
Oh wait, no, you have expertise, don't you? So intelligence plus double your proficiency.
I use my tool check and set it to use intelligence.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to. There we go. Expertise, ability, modifier, intelligence. They change. It's different on the sheet. That didn't
Anyone
work.
mind if I take these big ass coins? I've been holding on to mine. Do we want to split them? How we feel about that? What's fair?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask somebody else. I'm a little distracted.
I'm asking everyone, lad.
Just sort of calls back as she's eyeing both the giant dragon head as well as the tomb on the other side slightly. We'll gather them up and save them for later.
I'm just gonna look at one of the coins that's about the size of his torso. No, you can have.
By the way, that was very impressive.
Thank you.
Like, so you used your bones as a lever to get the lid open.
Yeah, it's the secret.
It's a secret. Risk breaking your bones every time.
Yeah, you gotta lift with your entire body all at once.
That's how the pros do it.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've got
with your
18
back.
with my intelligence.
This Akteshi axe appears to be made of dark steel.
No, I can't escape it. Sorry.
Dark steel.
Fucking dark steel. Valen just sort of visibly like cringes a little bit as he's examining the axe. I think I have enough of this. And I assume the shield is the same.
Yes. The whatever wood was there has long rotted away to leave the skeleton of the shield, if you will, the sort of dark steel banding the buckler on the front of it.
Oh, it's big enough that little stud nub could be a buckler in dire situations. Miss Ida, I don't know if these weapons and arms have any cultural or historical relevance, but I have no need for them, and I don't know if anyone else does, but feel free to take a look.
I'll have to signal the Ford camp to see if they can acquire these after we're down here. Those are far too large for my storing capabilities.
Fair enough. Is this even ground over here, or is this another?
That is another pit, another ravine about 50 feet down.
Right, let me just do a little measuring here. That is quite the distance. That is not jumpable. I'll wait. If I go back to the middle, I can jump it. On ready to jump. Oh, gets the right square and hop.
Sort of looks down this
Oh, there's the square I used.
ravine back here. Is it also just covered in webs all the way down?
It does appear to be covered in webs all the way down into the abyss, the darkness, where the light cannot reach.
I'm so tempted to just throw a firebolt down there.
Why is it treating that like... That doesn't seem right.
Oh, right, hang on. Yes, that is
The control's
because...
being funky. It's treating a 15 jump like a fucking 30.
Right, yeah, that's
Oh,
because
that's
Oh, the
because-
spider webs,
Quote,
difficult
unquote.
terrain.
yeah, difficult terrain. I need to elevation.
Oh, it technically... It's not any terrain, technically, so I suppose it is difficult.
I will just
but
make that
I could easily make that,
inactive.
yeah, right?
So, go ahead and try again. There you go.
So I can just diagonal... Place.
Well, you could attempt to.
Oh,
yeah.
there we go.
There you go.
Up.
Jump over there.
I should be able to make it from here easy.
Unless you have like a 20 leap.
Hey, Janer.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10 and change, dude.
Can I look at the spider webs and see
Oh,
if
right,
they,
that's-
with some experience in spiders, can I see if they are quote unquote in use?
Sure. Make a perception check.
We really gotta get the up and going, so you can just ask him.
Yeah.
I'm working on the armor. It's on my list.
5.
Oh.
You just see those faint gossamer threads, and just darkness beyond.
Immediately died.
And with that, you
Yes,
both
that's how
kinda-
you do it.
you both heft off the lid at once, and you see another set of remains beneath.
That's how you do it.
This one appears to
Oh,
be
this one was
wielding
a
some
gambler.
sort of massive greatsword. You can see this.
Is it also made of dark steel?
It do-
Don't mind me.
it's very similar metal.
Similar or same?
It's pretty much the same metal. This appears to be a dark steel greatsword, sized for giantkin.
Yes.
If any magic folk want to come take a look at this stuff, make sure it's magical by all means.
I can identify.
Go for it. I think Sal can look at them without expending anything.
More
Oh,
or
this one,
less.
this one was a gambler, and he'll just lift out its head-sized dice.
Yep. It's heavy stone dice, marked with all sorts of giant runes.
I like how the bone necklace are made out of small bones, aka human-sized bones.
Probably tiny dwarves.
The bones of a medium-sized
They're
creature.
small-born bones. Maybe.
Let's jump across here.
I think this one was just a pile of rocks.
Sal said that one's built in a pit, so unless we want to go diving down there, don't know if it's worth going after. Oh,
It belongs to the spiders now.
Belongs in a museum.
oh maybe Edith's here.
The rare
I bet she's got the hat and everything.
Arachna Jones got it.
You can
That
see
was-
You catch her again, Ducky.
So I was gonna call out to both Ida and Tuli, sort of. Ida, Tuli,
yes.
I'll be honest here, it doesn't feel that safe for you two to be here with the current state of things. However, the large chamber we came into and then went down here from, we would probably contact the outside camp and set up an interior camp.
That would be a
Maybe
Yes.
they can bring in some rope and winches so we can create a makeshift way up and down.
very well. And with that, you watch as she weaves a brief spell with her hand and sort of presses it to her ear, sort of mutters something under her breath, and then nods shortly after in brief understanding. They'll start making their way down soon.
Good. As long as we have a way up and down, we can move around more safely. That said, these chasms are quite annoying.
Very.
Tuli's going to kind of peer over the edge for a brief moment.
And then fall in.
She's going to do a little bit of geology.
Little bit.
Just a smattering of geology.
You know how geology is.
She's an unknown NPC. She's an imposter.
Oh god, changelings.
Ah, no.
She kind of contemplates for a moment. Well, if I don't know I don't know exactly what happened here, but if I'm not mistaken, these go far down quite a bit. If I could guess, perhaps all the way down to the deep dark.
Thaddeus blinks for a few moments.
Don't
Don't
quote me on that, by the way. I'm not entirely sure.
Either way, that is far enough down that we should probably find a safer way than jumping over.
Well, I suppose I have one easy way. And with that, you watch her form shimmer and take the form of a giant eagle. I don't exactly have a giant eagle token with me right now, so imagination. And with that,
Imagination.
she's going to her giant eagle form kind of clasps a hold of Tuli's arms, and she's going to lift her over here. Edith kind of says, "You said it was this direction, yes?"
That would be correct, yes.
Very well, whenever you're all ready.
Oh. Oh, right.
Something feels off.
I think a lot of this feels off.
Right. I'm just gonna shuffle around. Can I go around? Yeah. I'm just gonna shuffle around the side here. Can someone maybe give me a wee bit of a hand? As he's kind of holding on to the side of the sarcophagus, and he's kind of trying to tiptoe around the little gap.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Tuli,
And he'll just sort of hold one of Angus's arms.
Tuli's going to come over, kind of reach her hand around. Is going to kind of clasp yours, pull you over.
There we go.
But at least you.
Hey, stability.
All right, your turn. Hand goes around the corner.
Oh, I gotta hop back. Hang on.
Need some help, so.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, Grokus got it. All right, good.
Okay, so make another. Yeah, this is another dexterity saving throw. This time for Grunker to sort of.
Does he get danger sense?
Yes, you have danger sense, so you have advantage on this.
Let's the saving throw.
Neck, why?
I
You
just,
hurt me using your
I was gonna
resources.
say, who's Vellum? Liz is gonna pull out her pike and hold it out across to Vellum.
Oh, there you go. No roll needed then. And
I appreciate the sentiment.
Grunker safely brings over Sayun.
And Liz just gonna offer the same, essentially. Just be like, hey, here's this huge fucking pole.
Yep. So
that reaches
yeah.
across the-
So no roll needed thanks to Liska with her pike. All right.
Gonna look at the dragon. It's gonna be like, okay, so what do we do now?
Apparently, going over here and these recesses on the ground seem to be having to do something with passing these halls. This does, as much as I know.
So we're just going.
Yes, that's what happened when I used my arcane eye.
All right. Let's
Hold
set
on.
off then.
Very well then.
Just a moment. Channer, since Sao now is over here, how safe does it look to maneuver up and peer over the edge of this sarcophagus?
It looks fairly unstable, but you could risk it if you like.
What's on your mind, sir?
I saw a glimmer earlier.
Yes, you saw
down here.
that glimmer from here.
And I want to see if I can sort of get closer.
Alright, well, give me your arm and I'll try and keep you stable.
It'll be just a moment, everybody. And
Liska. I'm just gonna look up at the stone dragon. Do you think there was, you think if a dragon looked at that, it would look like an actual person, and you think it's like one of those statues, so it's just like a generic thing?
I mean, I don't know, because even like genetic faces tend to look like somebody. Because each dragon, like even if they are like, you know, a red dragon or a blue dragon, they still do have unique characteristics between them. So there is like a type. Like blue dragons tend to have a large like horn like on their nose. The red dragons tend to have frills. Green dragons have kind of like sails down their neck. So I would say it looks just like a person.
I mean this with the greatest respect, Jenner. I think Thule's a bit big for the unstable ground.
No, she's a giant eagle right now.
Oh, she's still a bird. Okay.
And she's kind of just
like, oh god, suddenly mountain folk.
You can see, you feel the beat of her wings above, and it looks like she's just kind of keeping watch. Doesn't want to lose anyone to the abyss.
I get that.
Sao is sort of trying to peer around the corner, but she can't really get a good view. Thule, could you swing by and try and look in?
Thule calls from him and kind of hovers over you, kind of poking at your shoulders. There's an offer to lift you up.
That'd be nice. And I'm gonna basically raise my arms.
Alright, with that,
please.
Thule lifts you up and begins soaring through into the abyss. With your with your amber runestone aglow, you indeed see what looks like the source of the glimmer, and kind of soaring through to some sort of ledge, some sort of naturally occurring ledge here, and a number of strange-looking fungi. And you see, as kind of Thule drops you down and perches on the edge of the ledge, what appears to be, in the midst of these strange-looking fungi, the source of that glimmer. A tattered book.
I'm gonna carefully walk around the mushrooms, as not to accidentally release a spore explosions, because mushrooms.
You can see, partially buried amidst the dirt, gravel and dust, affixed to this book's front cover is a small silver talisman or badge that's catching the light, casting its own that seemed to have been casting its own gleam amidst the darkness. And because you're an intelligent person, the emblem on the badge triggers a memory, a likeness you've seen before, similar to those on Dajar's spellbook.
Well, what do we have here? So I was carefully gonna take up the journal with the badge But she's not gonna give it too much of an in-depth look here. Rather, she's gonna try and get to safety first.
Okay.
The Pokemon badge.
But I am gonna. These mushrooms, are they harvestable? Like the other things we saw earlier?
Perhaps you could attempt to do so.
I'm gonna try and do that because my curiosity with the naming of them is peaking.
Okay, make me just a dexterity check. This is as your hands are sort of nearing closer to it, you can see they're not quite solid. They appear almost ethereal, ghostly. And as your hand is nearing them, you can see they're starting to flicker and fade.
Can I use sleight of hand to be more careful?
Sleight of hand would make more sense, yes. Go ahead. 26.
Oh.
Yes, you managed to capture one of these.
Most elegant hands.
They can go ahead and take that.
Wink.
Would you like to harvest another one?
I don't know what will happen if I fail, but I'm gonna try one more with one next to me here.
Sure.
And I think that'll be that.
16. Okay, 16 is enough. You manage to clasp your hand around something solid just before it fades, and you kind of pull it up from its roots, or whatever it was attached to.
She just sort of nods as she sort of pockets them, and then she looks back to Thule, and then let's get back to the others.
Thule flaps her wings, hovers above you, clasps your shoulders, and soars her way back towards the rest of the group.
Ah, bird.
Bird.
Hey, Sal, while you're up there, can you see something down there? And he'll point into the ditch.
Sure.
Yes.
Indeed, you see another one of these ethereal fungi, sort of right at the bottom of one of these caverns, amidst
I found a few.
amidst the twisting webs.
I found a few earlier down there.
Those are rare.
But I
See if you can snap
the time.
it up.
Nah, I wouldn't risk it.
You know what?
I already picked up 2.
Yeah, since I can see it and it's that far away from me, can I try using my mage hand?
Ooh, okay.
Oh, maybe an incorporeal hand can pick up an incorporeal mushroom.
Maybe. Okay, so again, this is going to require another sleight of hand check.
Okay.
20. Without issue, you kind of drift you summon your mage hand. You drift it closer to the bottom of the chasm, which is now bathed in light. And with a swift grasp, you pluck it up from the ground, from the rubble, and drift it back up to yourself.
Yo.
So I'll just hold you close there so you can pick it up.
Yep.
Well, that was a fruitful first room.
Jenner, I would like to not be over the edge.
Okay.
I would like him to not be in the pit.
But yeah.
I wonder what that other corner has now.
Too much danger. Yeah, no.
I'm eager to see the next room and what goodies it has for us. Okay, are we good this time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You can all feel free to go ahead and start making your way into the other room.
Making my way downtown, walking fast. Oh, I've been eaten by the dark mists. Wait a minute. Out there. It took a second. Shadows just scrambled like, quick, change the effect. Oh. Sorry, we got eager.
The hell?
Jenner, you put us in the previous room.
I don't think so.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
And
There
now
we
I'm
go.
over here.
I'm just.
Okay. How many lightning resistance do I have?
There we go.
Man, I only have like 2 of everything.
You
Are we good to move forward, Jenner?
Yeah, go ahead.
Doop doop.
You enter into a very, very familiar chamber to you all. However, this one, within its centre, you see a roiling ball of lightning, much like Jar said before.
So, question, Jenner. Are the sarcophagi open?
The sarcophagi appear to be open, yes.
Huh. So this is the same room, I guess? Because those are still open.
Like I said, they were layered. I don't know how it was. I don't know what's going on, but it seems element changed. The room's the same.
I think, just judging by what it said, we go north now.
I think that would be the case.
Oh, more mushrooms. Do you want me to grab these while I'm over here?
I wouldn't try it. Those like they're the fulminating ones.
Those, from what I've bought in the market, can possibly deliver a nasty shock. Just from the context of the room, I wouldn't.
Oh, hey, another one of them ghosty mushrooms over there.
Where?
Down there. And he'll point towards where I'm pinging.
The jar is seriously debating. Those are very
I mean,
rare.
H-N.
I'm less interested in the mushrooms right now and more interested in that. And she just points to the quite obvious giant spinning ball of lightning.
Are you gonna try and touch the lightning?
Don't do that.
No, I'm more so curious as to what it is and how they got it there.
I might not be a lightning expert, but I think that's magic.
I also think it's magic.
It is, because if you go into the wrong room, the lightning will jump and will try and strike anything within that. She just points.
Okay, so this mushroom will shock me if I try anything?
That's what I'm assuming, because you can make shocking potions with it.
I'm gonna do something.
At least try and be delicate with it.
Is it a smart thing?
Hey, I may not seem it, but I'm very delicate.
Be careful.
Look, I know how to use my hands. I know what I'm doing.
Alright then, go ahead and make me a sleight of
Ellen
hand
is
check.
going to. I'm not gonna grab it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take my sunblade and I'm gonna just cut through the base of it.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
It's not metal, so it won't be conductive.
You kind of cut away the stem of this this cluster of mushrooms.
And he just sort of pauses, waits to see if there's any reaction. No response?
No immediate response, but make me a perception check.
Will do. Baba
10.
boy. Oh boy.
10 is
I'm rolling well today, guys.
You see the very, very faint static shocks within the helmet of this mushroom. or I've forgotten the exact terminology of the cap. There we go.
I think helmet's the right one. Cap, that's the one.
Right beneath the cap of this mushroom, as it tips over, you see the very faint essence of static.
What's common knowledge regarding electricity, Jonah? Because I know in the modern era we know of it like a bit just by existing, but
I mean, static shocks aren't uncommon. Usually, if you it's usually one and done sort of thing. So perhaps this functions the same way.
okay. I have some wood on me of some variety. So I will take something like maybe like a stick of incense that I've got, just something wooden, and then just sort of poke it.
You
See what it does.
You see some sort of shock in the wood.
Okay, think I'm good, and then I grab it.
You grab the mushroom without issue.
Yeah, mushroom get. It's not going to automatically damage me if I try and take these, right?
Who knows?
Why would you do this to me?
This is the danger of picking mushrooms. We have no idea what will happen.
Alright, so I take my stick of incense out and put it back, and I am going to go the other way.
Really
You can't hear it from behind the pillar, so I forgot it existed for a second. So I rounded the corner and then just suddenly...
That's the problem.
That's a shocking conundrum.
How about new?
Oh, should be more of them.
Oh no.
Save time, Jenna. Can I just do the same method as...
Sure. Yeah, why not? Go ahead.
At the base, stab it with wood. No, not 15 of them, 5. I'm being a team player. These are useless to me, but they're useful for someone.
There you go.
Here.
Yes.
I have a question.
Hooray! I'm helpful.
Just while I'm here and not looking through the arcane eye, is there something in this thing at all?
Again, make a perception check. Same with the brazier of the last room.
Take a piece.
16. You see nothing within the brazier at all. Nothing that could possibly be the source of this phenomenon. But you do see sort of faintly flickering amidst the roiling turmoil. These very small runes around the rim of the brazier that are glowing with a similar violet pattern.
Okay. Hey, Angus? There's something around the rim of the brazier that I can't quite make out from here.
What is something?
Like glowing letters?
Okay, well. I'll just...
the clatter and clang of plate metal as he jumps over.
Watch out, Bella!
I just love the announcement, like,
Just to your side.
he doesn't even need to warn you. You just hear getting closer.
She wants to come over, but she...
Oh, I can go across it.
He pulls himself up and he climbs and he looks.
Not this tilting again.
My mustache feels tingly.
Yeah, you can see
you wanna look at
the ends
the
of your hairs are standing on ends as you get closer to this this ball lightning. And you can feel
I have an idea.
feel the heat in the air. That tingle.
You want to look at the letters or not, the jar?
I do.
Runes. Hold on.
Then give me tail.
He just
I'm gonna do this.
Grumpy throws tail. I don't like this.
I'm going to take
Vellum
out
helps her over delicately.
the runes that I got. Let's see which one's this? Let me hold on. Rune crafting. And at the end, I have the Master Runic Catalyst. Right? What if I grab that sucker at the end of my tongs and I dip it in the electricity?
Okay.
Oh boy.
We're infusing a rune directly from the source!
Sure. As you hold out the tongs in your hands, kind of very gingerly approaching this ball lightning.
What could go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make me a
I love
dexterity
Vellum like going through a whole procedure to get these staticky mushrooms.
Make-
Angus, meanwhile, fucking in!
Make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Nothing'll go wrong if I stick it right in.
Oh no.
God.
It's just like confidence. If you
Famous
just
You take 28 points of lightning damage as the tendrils of lightning that you once saw before, Dejar, ricochet out, having something to cling to now, as you've just stuck something very conductive within the center of this brazier, and straight through your form, Angus. And I'll just apply that damage there.
Sure.
There you go. Angus's beard is now, mustache now is just sort of.
He looks like Jim Carrey, Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, exactly. Just all standing on end all at once. And it's just,
it's
just
like that
twitching.
pins and needles feeling, but everywhere.
And you're briefly sort of stunned
maybe
for like.
don't-
You're briefly stunned for 6 seconds.
Maybe let's not poke the massive electric energy.
If Vellum did something with Vellum did something with
And
He looks
let's
at the
see.
master rune he
Well-
was holding.
You are also considered charged.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Don't touch anybody else.
A
Pokes Stitcher.
Playing
a
boulders
creature
again, I see.
a charged creature takes an additional 1d8 lightning damage whenever they are subject to the same lightning damage. Sorry, no. So basically, you take 1d8 extra lightning damage.
Oh God.
How long?
Until your next short or long rest.
Like
Oh,
in that, if you take lightning damage, or is it just in general?
Whenever you take lightning damage.
I take extra. Okay. Alright.
He's
going to look.
Wood might be a bit much for that.
He's going to look at the fucking rune that he just tried to infuse with electricity.
You see, it is scorched. You can see these very, very faint sort of these static charges through the rune itself.
Oh, it worked! Now I just need non-conductive tongues.
The charge
In hindsight, using steel while wearing steel might not have been the best thought.
No.
Yeah, I
you
guess
think?
no.
It was progress.
Well, take your progress back across the pit.
Yeah, that was dangerous. Dangerous progress, but progress nonetheless. Okay.
I need rope. Rope's
Why?
not conductive. If I tie the rune in the rope and throw the rope in there, it'll shock it up. And then... Oh wait, maybe they'll catch fire. I'll
Yeah,
use
it
a
will be
chain, Wade.
That's metal. You are a cleric that works with metal. How can you? Okay, you know what?
Yeah, you know what,
Give me the
Jajar, let's head back over and leave him to it.
Hold on, no. Let's help him for a
Figure
minute.
this out.
Give me the rune, and let my mage hand drift over to it.
Wait, will the mage hand die?
If not, no.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Try sending the mage hand over while it's not holding onto something.
Looking for wrist, does mage hand, and gets about right over here.
You send it drifting towards the brazier of lightning. There appears to be no immediate effect or reaction from the torrent of electricity.
Here you go!
The guy, mage hand takes the rune and then drifts closer to the brazier.
You drift it over towards the brazier. Are you going into it?
Well, it's
Within
gotta
kind-
infuse it, that's the point. If it didn't,
Yes.
just didn't...
Alright then. So you take a hold of the rune, drift it towards the brazier, and just... The mage hand seems to be unaffected by this torrent of energy. You can see the while it doesn't seem to be affected directly, there seems to be an immediate reaction from the ball lightning as it's continuously, like a ball of plasma striking the rune from all different directions.
Perfect. Quickly bring it back. I need to cover it in more erudite dust.
It's working! It's working!
He brings it over. Just over
He
here.
actually pogs over it, Dajar.
Again!
Lisa! I figured out the problem to your rune. I'll have that glaive in no time.
Awesome.
The things I do for friends.
What if
So
I
it's
just
just-
put a glaive in it?
No, Angus, no.
You should
So
try.
it's just face the hand.
Yes, exactly how he's feeling right now.
Your boy gone crazy with power.
I see that you understand the nature of magic, but please, tread cautiously.
Oh, I don't understand magic at all. I don't know shit how this works, but time to find out.
Well, try not to blow up.
You
the
can see
tube and yourself.
the ball of lightning has grown more fervent, and those tendrils of lightning are now sort of spreading out to here with each kind of shock.
I think
Maybe
we
let's not fuck with the giant lightning orb.
The guy's moving the mechanic. I think Angus, we need to go. Like now.
Alright, just a moment. What did that text say?
Oh,
That's what we came here for in the first place. I can't read it if I go any further away.
okay. Like the fire,
North.
the forest heart is warmly braced in the stormy clouds that pour.
What? Speak up!
He just gives the paper to Angus. Read it.
I meant on that.
On the rim of the brazier, right?
Yes.
Alright. If you're gonna be that way,
Okay,
I'll
want
do
my
it
phrase-
myself.
crispy. I don't want to be crispy.
God, y'all are wasting spells so much. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me a lot. That was scream.
Okay then. So as you approach the brazier, this appears to be some sort of. Again, this is a giant text. This is not wording per se, but definitely the rights to some sort of spell imbued within this brazier. Some sort of spell meant to capture the essence of the elemental planes.
I would like to make a charcoal rubbing.
Sure.
The paper burns up immediately from the lightning.
Well, yeah. I mean, holding parchment to it's immediately going to catch
What
fire.
is the paper? Okay, so that is conductive.
Yes.
It's not necessarily that it's conductive. It's just that's a lot of wattage going through paper.
Yeah, even the
Yeah.
tree will explode if you put enough volts
That's,
in it.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. However, speaking of which, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh god.
How can I dodge the lightning?
Well, try.
You
It'll be
have
something to
to
boast about later. Never mind.
It's not in that one.
That's how undexterous you are.
It's impressive.
Okay.
Why does this fucking effect thing keep popping out? I keep closing it. Stop.
You take 24 points of lightning damage, reduced to half.
I am resist.
Yep, apply half damage, so 12 points of lightning damage.
Oh, you have to do a con saving throw. Ooh.
Yep, con save. You succeed, and the protection from energy spell remains.
Am I able to actually read and understand what these runes are? Because I can. That's the point of coming up here.
Yes, I did say that they are ancient Akteshi runes meant to bind the essence of some sort of essence from the elemental planes. This one specifically seems to be binding the essence of the storm plane.
Okay.
Does the brazier look like it can be lifted?
Please get no.
Root Goblin intensifies. Let's just take the whole race.
No, there's logic behind it.
Yeah, this stone brazier seems to be sort of attached to this platform. You could attempt to break it free with a significant athletics check.
Mechanics.
Liska's gonna kind of look at it and then notice that after Angus touched it the first time, the lightning got bigger. Did it happen again?
Yes, the roiling lightning now appears to be very, very fervent, and it's even you, who's not very familiar with the workings of magic, can see that any other sort of activity could set this thing off.
Okay. Liska is going to. Sorry. Liska's going to kind of look and be like, so, I was just curious because blue dragons, and she points to the headhunters, like, they breathe lightning. And storm giants, I imagine, are they deal with lightning all the time. So, if this is just a place, like, maybe this isn't a puzzle, what if it's just like, if you're a storm giant, you conduct the lightning to the dragon or something, because they don't get hurt by lightning, and fire giants don't get hurt by fire. Like, are we supposed to do that? And she points to the brazier, to this, and she points to the dragon head.
Well, we didn't go through the whole series of paths that the riddle said, so let's try that first, and if it loops us, then we can just try that idea. Maybe it is just a way to keep people out by confusing them.
Yeah, secondary question, Janner, out of character. As soon as someone crossed the threshold, did all of us teleport?
You just cross the threshold one by one.
Okay. But at some point in time, we can look back, see the fire brazier, and look forward and see this?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I don't think staying here is a good idea, though, with how that's growing.
Need to be fine.
Get his rune back.
Yeah,
I'll examine this later.
Alright.
I need you over to hand your room. He was,
Next place in the riddle was northward.
Yep.
Quick,
northward.
Dejar, sketch down the runes from a safe distance,
Yep.
Yeah, you can do that if you like.
since you can read it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna note this into DM for Gander.
So just sort of pacing around the perimeter of the brazier, you kind of note them down in charcoal engravings on a piece of parchment. Easy enough to do.
Right, so all good? All done?
Yes. I'd rather not stay here a moment longer, but I got what I wanted, and I appreciate the help, Angus. But I just can't stand someone getting hurt, especially with something like this.
Curiosity convinced.
I'd also ask that you just kind of stay in this this corridor before you head.
break.
Yeah, so nothing breaks.
Okay, Dejar, I know you don't like the dangling, so I have another idea.
What is it?
I could just carry you while I jump across. Would that be okay?
Sure. Okay, I'm curious. Yeah, sure.
And then Velen will just scoop her up in bridal carry style.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because of the extra weight, this may shorten your long jump distance.
I have a 19 strength, so I think it should be alright still. This gap.
Before you.
Oh wait, hang on.
Before you
Yeah,
do
yeah,
a
this is 10 foot. 10 foot.
Yeah,
forward,
10 foot
jump,
so
I have
never
19.
mind.
Before you do a jump or anything, so I was just looking at this and just. You do know I still have Vortex Warp on my item.
Yes, but that would be a waste. I can just jump.
There's 8 castings of it.
I would rather not waste resources clearing a
I'd
gap.
rather not any of you die.
Well, I'm not gonna die. Look.
This is gonna come back with a pike. Be like, God damn it, people! What the fuck? Just come on.
I don't know why everyone's so up in arms about me helping.
It's not the helping. It's the fact that we could all fall. It's the possibility.
A little faith in me. And he'll just sort of
Going north or what? Where are we going?
Jar on the pike.
So, with Liska's pike in hand and Liska's strength, you are all more than able to cross that gap.
I love that mentality as well. Let's not jump over while carrying someone. Let's dangle off of a sharp object over a pit.
A pike, the only sharp part of a pike is literally the end.
It's more long, thin, sharp objects. It's just funny to me.
Fucking die here. The three women like, are you being stupid? Well, I'm trying to help.
It's just like why everyone's so eager to waste their fucking spells before we've even done anything. It's like
I have 8 castings of Vortex Warp.
and you maybe
I rarely ever empty it.
if it was like a bigger chasm, totally agree. But it's a 10-foot.
I mean, also, I'm still concentrating on the arcane gate, so we can go back up.
You're all venturing.
We're all proceeding.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I just clarifying that so you can
That is
poof us all over.
That is the wrong one.
Oops.
So Arcane, how long have we been down here? Because Arcane Gate only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, that might be gone then.
Yep, if it is.
Nope. Alrighty, where am I? There I am. Oh, is this the stinky place?
It does smell stinky.
The immediate
Oh no, this is the
sense.
cold place.
The temperature immediately drops as you venture through the northern entrance, the northern hallway, and you emerge from the south into the very same chamber you left. You can see your breath in the air. This almost feels like home.
Just for clarity, is this gonna help everyone across?
Sure.
Okay, because you zooped away and I was like, uh-oh.
We're not doing that again.
Look, my idea was sound.
It's not the fact that it's not sound. I understand it's sound. It's just the three ladies like,
David,
I appreciate what you're doing, but
you
we
were
have
about to
other
have
options.
a 10-foot thick-ass snake through a jump over
I
a
like to talk about a
chasm,
lady's weight.
denying that Jean has an absolute fucking massive rump.
Oh, she do have 80% ass. I'm not doubting. But, like, it's not even a check. It's just a simple act. So that's baffling to me. It's like, yes, let's use a spell slot and make things riskier.
It's my spell storing item. I have 8 charges I can freely use whenever.
It
This
has
is
infinite legs.
Can't win against this.
I have
You really
zero
can't-
brain and no shame. Come at me.
So, on other news, what are you all doing here?
It's
Alright.
frosty.
So we came through north. Now we are at south end.
Okay, so we need to head.
You're once again out of sync with the poem, so I don't think it is correct.
Ooh, I'm getting another one. Hell yeah, make it.
I forget. We went south from here, right?
We came northward, then out to south. That means next one is west, isn't it?
No, we made that mistake the first time because it's cold, so it's south. Am I correct in that?
I mean, yes, we came out of the southern one, and it was cold.
Okay.
And if we look back through the southern one, I'm sure we're going to look into the lightning room.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of where to go next.
I am kind of curious. Liska's going to walk back down into the other room.
Okay. You make your way
Just-
down, and the immediate the immediate sense that comes over you is this pungent smell, acrid smell. As you venture forward, you see a sickly green light at the other end of the tunnel from where you just came.
Guys, went
Hmm?
back to what should have been the lightning room, and now it's the stinky room.
Yeah, the riddle said go south on cold one, right?
No.
No, it.
I mean, like, never mind.
In Mirrored Realm.
Yeah, so it is sticky. So if Liska goes back, what happens? She turns back, comes back around to go back into supposedly the cold room. If she goes north, what room does she come into?
Okay, so as you, so, God, you split.
Yeah, now
the
you have
party.
to deal with your puzzle.
This is the
I didn't
fucking
do shit.
No, it's not
I've
that.
been-
It's splitting the
all
party.
over again.
So as you venture down, and you exit out of the northern area, and hang on, hang on,
Oh, sorry.
hang on.
Everybody calm down.
Very, very eager. You enter into what appears to be a again the same chamber. Again, that there's an acrid smell in the air. The fog itself is this sickly green tinge. that sort of fills the air. The only light in the room being from the centre of the central brazier, which now seems to house a number of bioluminescent green fungi.
Okay.
And venturing through back through the north towards the frost area, you exit back through the south into the very same chamber. You see again that sort of sickly green tinge to the air, that acrid scent. Very same brazier filled with glowing fungi. And immediately there is a tinge of... There is this... How do I explain it? There's this sinister haze that envelopes the chamber, and suddenly the air briefly thickens with a malevolent presence. Toxic gas spreads like creeping shadows, its tendrils weaving through the air, making the very act of breathing a perilous endeavour. I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Is this a magic effect?
God.
This would be a magic effect, yes.
I get advantage. Because I got that fucking good old fashioned like spell resistance.
Yep.
Mental spell resistance. Alright, so hold down the alts and that clicks.
27, so you only take off of that
13.
13 points of poison damage. I'll apply half there. And you avoid becoming poisoned until your next short or long rest.
Fun. Liska's gonna hold her breath. Because she can for 5 minutes. And thinking back on the thing, she's going to go to the west.
To the west?
Why are you separating yourself so far?
Because she can't get back to y'all.
You just wait.
Yeah.
This is the fucking waypoint situation all over again.
Yep.
You leap over the chasm with your enormous strength, delving into the next chamber beyond. And as you reach the next chamber, there are no sense of no acrid smells in the air. There are no. You don't see this sort of greenish haze in the air. Neither do you feel cold. Neither is there that bright point of light, that ball lightning in the center of the brazier. And neither is there the churning ball of flame, the churning bonfire. It is just dark.
But it shouldn't be dark. I have my
your
runestone on that
Lumenstone
makes me bright.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So just the only light is that of your Lumenstone lantern.
Liska is through the earring gonna say, okay, go through this southern door and then go through the western door.
Will that work?
hear
Is
any
this a
of that?
planar type thing? Do
I
the
mean,
earrings work when
we
they're in the
receive
different
an
areas?
episode?
Since you
So-
said it's like different planes are almost
So
mixing.
you kind of you kind of tap your earring to speak this out. None of you hear anything.
So we're in.
Oh boy.
While
so
she's
we're on a
wandering
different
off.
plane.
I
Interesting.
imagine these are all linked to a plane. It's the same room, but different planar layers, if I can hazard a guess. Just overlap with each other, and by moving in the proper directions, we transition to a different plane.
Are we
Or,
plane hopping?
planar influence.
I was just thinking it was just like big arcane gates that you can't see because they're set in the actual walls themselves.
Well,
They only go one direction.
while Liska's wandering off, hearing about stinky poo gas in the next room. So you got some antitoxins still, right?
Possibly. Hold on.
Check.
And I'm gonna check my bag.
What about you, Giselle? You got any?
Let me check my
I
neck.
have loads of potions.
Okay.
I probably do. Let me.
Right,
You
both
just
of you check.
look for
If you
bag.
haven't, I got you covered.
I got 2 antitoxins,
No,
a myriad
this
of
is
other
the-
potions and restorative ointments.
That's the one with mana. Ooh. No, this is ones with other stuff and mushrooms. Come on.
You should really sort your bags.
There are
I
sorted.
have mine sorted, it's just...
There's a lot.
Mhm.
Well, anyway, Dejar, here you go. And he's just gonna put another thing in her hand, and it's an antitoxin.
Alright, wait, where's Liska?
I think she scouted ahead, and I guess from the nature of this place, she can't. She may be over there, but waiting for us. I can't see else.
She walked by me and went backwards the way we came, the south one. So
I don't see her anymore, so I guess she's waiting for us.
everybody, I think we might have to go back through the same gate.
Seems that way. Alright, antitoxins, drink them if you got them. I don't know if Spice is AFK or just muted for courtesy. I don't know if Dejar has any. So
I don't need him. I'm a dwarf.
note that he only asked.
Liska just
knowing
said
that everyone
that.
else can handle it.
So Liska just said that it stank, not that she was joking.
Oh yeah, but he doesn't trust shit. Bad smell is bad.
So why
vibes.
didn't you do your lightning resistance potions in the last room, or the
Because
cold
I didn't
ones
think
in the
anyone
next
would be
one?
stupid enough to go directly into the lightning.
Fuck you.
Sure.
It's like, hey, it's
I
lightning. We're
wasn't
gonna pass
stupid.
through.
I was excited.
You were very excited, electrified, one might
That
say.
counts.
I will say this, props to Vellum for actually learning that magic traps can exist.
Yeah, he's learned to be careful, if a little bit too careful.
Okay,
And
real
also,
quick.
it doesn't even have to be magic.
Hold-
It could
hold
just
on.
be that there's
Hold
some
on,
gas
hold
down
on.
there.
Ah,
Yep. Oh no. Everybody's muting and vanishing. And I don't know what's going on anymore.
So you're. Where are you going?
I think we're all going south, but people were saying hang on, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Since if we follow the way Liska did, at least from what we know, we are more likely to end up where she is. The issue now is we're gonna enter a room where Liska isn't, and we have no idea which way she
Yeah,
went.
we're gonna be a little bit confused and worried, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. If we get to it.
Oh, hello, Liska.
Oh, hey,
Alrighty,
Gunka.
So
Well,
you're
nice of
not-
you to follow the poem as we've been discussing this
Yes.
entire time.
that is what the plan is. Well, since two people have decided to AFK, I'm gonna go top up my drink while we wait for them. Because
I'm not
I think
AFK.
Atlas. Oh, there you are. You
I
said
was trying to talk to do the thing, and you were talking over that, so I just shut up and let you do it. I'm just going.
You were muted the whole time. I've been waiting for you to get
I
back.
was not
thought you were
muted the
AFK.
whole time. I just muted myself in response because I was trying to talk about the game, and you were talking about that. So
Well, I apologize.
I'm keeping
So-
myself muted if I'm not.
So Liska, you are not currently there. You are elsewhere right now.
I'm there in spirit.
Okay, I'm back.
Looking
You
back.
good, Spice?
I'm fine. It's just dealing with a lot of family. That's all.
So wait, Liska wasn't there? I didn't actually see her?
No. She is currently elsewhere.
Quick clarifying question for Spice. Do you
Yes.
have an antitoxin?
I don't think so.
Alright, well, here you go.
Well, you do have advantage on saving throws against poison because you are a Naga.
Oh, yeah, because you're a snake. Give that back.
So as you enter this room, the acrid, once more, the acrid scent fills your lungs and your senses.
Yeah.
You don't find yourself choking, per se, nor finding it harder to breathe. Right, so which way are we going?
We should probably follow the poem.
Southward.
It said,
So we're in the poison dragon's wait in sight. Westward sprawl, a forest blight. The westward?
"Go west." Yes.
Interesting. So, it would seem that whatever's in the brazier is not a simple magic effect, but rather a direction. It would be pointing in whichever cardinal direction we're supposed to go. Fascinating.
Vellum, what are
Yep.
you doing?
Getting plants, I guess. Wait, Deja, are these useful?
They are useful. I have a bunch of them already. They're useful for poisons.
I'll just grab some more. And I'll just
Vellum,
cut the base and grab. And for point of order, Janer, I do have my survival mask up right now.
Okay, good to know.
And does the same methodology work?
You can just grab them.
Oh, okay. Well, Vellum will do that methodology anyway, because he's paranoid.
Alright, fair enough.
Considering what we've been through, yeah, I see his paranoia.
I'll be right with you guys, just give me a minute. Also, I apologize if I've been a little excitable this session. I'm just eager to get back to it, and I'm having a blast with my buddies, and I can be a little much when I'm wired.
Electrified.
So I hope I haven't been talking over too many people. It's just we're all excited.
Why?
I'm especially excited, and yeah.
Why am I here now?
Because you were too you went forward too far.
Okay, so that's fine, that's normal. I went forward as I was supposed to be, and they're
Yes.
catching up to me?
Yes, basically.
Yes.
Just so
Okay.
nothing breaks, you'll stay here for now.
Okay, I
I
think
know I shouldn't leave Vellum behind on his own, but the motherfucker is literally picking up weed.
Look, it's good shit, alright? Vellum trusts his alchemist friend that it's useful and will get it.
You have no idea how much of that shit we picked up in the fucking Moorbog.
You can never have too many resources.
Fucking dismay.
I'm caught up now, by the way. There was nothing else in there, I think. I'm ready to transition.
Go ahead.
Oh, the rocket weed.
Alright, so I was following after Angus, because fucking Shorty be fast.
Look, if you don't pay attention to somebody, they'll.
Is she actually here now?
Yes, as you venture through the hallway underneath the what was described to you as the green dragon head, you end up seeing
Hello.
you end up seeing the familiar sort of reddish light of Liska's lumenstone lantern.
There you are.
Took you long enough.
I know people are faff about and just, I don't know. We already went over what we needed to do, so.
Oh look, the bowl is empty.
Yes, you see what looks like an empty brazier in the very center of the room.
Everybody gather around.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's literally too far for me to jump.
What the pike's for.
We be saving time with pike bridges.
Alex, Tuli can also grab you up and fly you over.
Oh yeah, she's still transformed.
Good time. Give effort.
So.
Okay, so did we go through elemental planes? That's what it feels like.
I don't think so per se, but I think they carrying something bound to a plane.
Okay, then how can you be in the same place, go to down a different same hallway, end up in the same place, but the thing's different?
I also think for a moment. You know that mansion you can conjure?
I've heard of it, yeah. I haven't got
You
to that.
conjure up a doorway, and then you walk through it, and there's like a giant mansion. If I walk around the door and stand on the other side, and you go through the door, would you walk into me?
No.
As you're talking amongst each other, you notice, Selyun, one after the other, the eyes of each of these dragons overhead seem to glow a light. Green, purple, fiery orange, blue.
Oh, this is weird. Angus, does the writing say anything about...
Angus is buried into the brazier now that the toxic effects are gone, but the runes were lit up that were carved into the stone, meaning now all the runes that bound the various elements are still here and able to be etched, but there's now no toxic effect. And he is just lost in studying this at the moment with a 32.
Interestingly enough, the runes themselves seem to have changed. It now reads in Giant. This is text now, not giant spell runes. Simply, the way is open.
Hey,
Eh?
What is
Angus,
it, Angus?
look up.
What do you mean the way is... Of course the way is fucking open. But where's the runes that did the magic?
I think each room that we went to activated in the order that we went through them.
But now I can't get the fucking runes. Maybe if I go back and do it again... Oh.
Yeah.
Angus, I promise you, once the dungeon is safe to traverse, we'll go back and have a look. But right now, I need your expertise as to what the fuck is going on.
Well, sorry, I wasted my 32 on something that says the way is open. Fucking hell. Nothing. Everything else has been the same, but the runes change. Fucking giants.
I think Janner might have something for that, because this looks spooky as shit.
As you will see Angus clamber into the bowl.
Legs kicking out of it.
Are you okay, Angus?
Seeing if there's anything on the inside. No.
Tishar's going to use detect magic while looking at dragon busts.
Okay, what's the range on that? It's 30 feet, isn't it?
I think, let me double check at you.
Just go ahead and cast that spell. You should actually come up with a visual. Okay, so what you do detect is specifically on the brazier itself, the recent aura of a dispelled effect.
Tishar just looks at the brazier for a moment. Then remember that feeling he had when breaking that particular curse in the Moorbog. He just says out loud, "We just broke the enchantment." Specifically,
What?
we dispelled it. This points to the brazier. We dispelled the enchantment. Whatever was going on with the brazier itself, we broke it. In a sense. Do you remember that curse in the circle of trees in the Moorbog? By chance.
Yeah.
And you remember when I used Dispel Magic to slice in, that curse away? Essentially, when we walked through the rooms, that's what happened to the enchantments on the brazier. It was supposed to confuse and make us lost. I'm assuming.
So, what you're saying is we can't go back and have a look at the various rooms and the writing on the bowl there.
Actually, yes. Once you dispel a enchantment, it is gone. Unless it's dormant, which what you can tell about the Akechi is it's either a one and done deal or it's just dormant.
I will
I
say,
wouldn't think the giants would leave something this powerful to be just a one and done deal.
make me an Arcana check, Jar.
Okay.
23. So just to save on confusion here, the only reason you're able to detect that that essence of recently dispelled magic is that there's something lying there beneath.
On second thought,
This is likely not completely dispelled. Only that, likely in solving this puzzle, you have suppressed its effects.
You may be right, Sal. Probably suppressed it. But actually, just looking around the brazier, is there any gaps around the brazier at all?
What do you mean, like gaps?
Like you could probably try and pry it out?
Like I said before, the brazier appears to be affixed to this platform itself. You could try to tear it away with a significant enough athletics check.
If the way is open, if this was working, this thing would have spiraled down to here. You solve the puzzle, and then you turn it on, and you'd spiral back up, and now you're in a different spot, I'm guessing. So the way open is probably up. Because now you can go back where you came from. Unless the way open is to one of these specific things, and that will take you to the tomb of each dragon knight or the respective element, where you'll find the fucking... Oh jeez, what's the things we need again?
The weapons.
Yes.
What?
The weapons.
The weapons.
I know, I'm trying to remember which ones, because there's not an easy way to get to the quest log that I know of.
Journal.
It's on the side, the one that says journal notes, and then right next to that one is quest log.
Gary flips through some of the notes. So,
House of Lore and Rules, what? No, I'm not seeing it.
Not the sidebar. In your character sheet, go to journal.
Oh. I see. Excuse me. I understand now.
Go to journal, open quest log.
Here we go.
There was a Crimson Tyrant, a battle axe.
Yep.
There was the whip called Azulash, the short sword called Dark Ruin, the Morning Star called Pale Rage, the polearm called the Viridian Deceiver. And I believe you talked about this during the last week. Where to go first?
yeah. And the first one would be the battle axe. Crimson Tyrant.
Which Crimson Fire probably going to be the red over here.
Yep.
All right, back we go.
All right. So, save you all sort of retracing your steps here.
Yes.
Okay, so
Copy.
you proceed down the corridor, the same corridor you ventured through, beneath the watchful gaze of that red dragon depicted above. The familiar companionship of dust and the lingering scent of aged mildew accompanies you, and gradually your senses adjust to the encompassing darkness as you have your light to guide you. However, rather than leading you to another identical chamber, the hallway instead leads you deeper into the Earth's embrace. Its descent marked by familiar imposing stone steps that demand your careful navigation. Each step down plunges you further into the depths, like a journey into the very core of the world itself. It's not too unfamiliar to the sense of your first time descending into the deep dark?
Well, this is Angus's first time.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's first time being underground.
Being this deep.
Not a real dwarf.
Full dirt virgin.
As well as the shard.
A noticeable shift in the atmosphere greets you as the temperature begins to rise. The familiar scent of mildew yields to the acrid presence of ash, smoke, brimstone. And your light reveals patterns etched into the ancient stone walls, intricate designs reminiscent of what almost looks like, especially to you, Angus, you notice this, traditional dwarven filigree. Yet these patterns carry an air of primordial origin, an artistry harkening back to epochs long past.
I've seen these afore.
Make a history check with your stone cunning.
I just had something flash in my mind, and I'm not sure if I should just ask.
Well, good question. If it's been asked.
20. In the annals of history, records whisper of dwarven slaves toiling beside fire giants during the heights of the Aktishi Empire. Though the extent of their collaboration remains a mystery, it is entirely conceivable that dwarves found inspiration in the architecture of their fiery counterparts. These influences might have shaped the earliest forms of dwarven civilization. Similar to the real-life historical echoes of the ancient Greeks and then the Romans. It's very possible that a lot of dwarven architecture took inspiration from the original fire giants. And then subsequently made it their own.
You know, these are the same types of runes I was seeing in my dreams too. Dwarven but more primordial.
You're dreaming about giant runes?
Seems so.
Giant runes?
And
That's
he meanders forward.
I'm sure it'll work out.
Sayun, amidst your observations through the light, your keen eyes detect a glimmer on the periphery of your vision. Light dances off an object perched high in the shrouded ceiling. And here amidst the shadows you spot a gleaming expanse of metal. Now, while precious metals aren't an uncommon sight within tombs, this is no mere adornment. Instead, you see an immense pipe, nearly 5 feet in diameter, winding its way along the corridor's expanse, disappearing into the depths beyond. Now, pipework in a supposedly ancient tomb. That's odd.
Mm-hmm. Angus.
Uh-huh.
How much are you aware of pipework and how it is constructed?
I built the steam hammer with steam pipes. It
All
toots.
Then I ask you to look upward. Can you see it?
You know my neck doesn't bend that far up.
You don't need to bend it that far.
Well, hello.
Yeah.
I see. do I see, Jenner?
Oh, you see, again, yeah, you see exactly what I described to Sayu, and this metal pipework about nearly 5 feet in diameter that sort of winds its way along the ceiling. That's only brought to light thanks to your innumerable various sources of light here. You can see occasionally where a section of pipework will meet another, bolted in place. So these sections of pipework sort of bolted together.
Now, I'm not saying that the giants knew how to route various liquids and waterworks through pipes, but I am starting to believe that they knew more than we have found.
Aye, there's a lot going on here.
As you press,
It's a lot.
Go ahead.
He's just kind of looking up and meandering. I don't know how to go forward with that.
All right, fair enough. So as you kind of press forward through these ancient passageways, the distant, a distant orange radiance of fire grows near, casting sort of dancing shadows upon the worn stone walls. And gradually your path leads you to a ravine, perhaps 30 feet in diameter. Sorry, 30 feet from 30 feet in breadth, rather, sort of gouging its way through the very heart of the hall. And this gaping chasm seems to stretch endlessly, disappearing into the abyss on both ends. Gazing downwards, you see a churning river of molten lava coursing beneath you about 100 feet below. The heat is intense. The severed corridor has left behind remnants of what once stood, as rubble now lies strewn haphazardly across the rift's bottom. Sections of ancient stonework, wrought iron fittings, and fragments of long forgotten craftsmanship. How do you wish to proceed?
I'm reminding you of what time it is.
I know I'm attempting to leave off on a note, on a narrative note.
Oh, we did start late.
So
Doesn't necessarily mean we can end late. I don't know. We're here, we're at this big open area. I think this is a good stopping place. Because unless somebody has something that they want to do.
Nothing particular.
They just want to stop at this ravine of lava here?
We
Yes.
are in front of a massive ravine of lava and faced with an impasse. This is a narrative place. Send us off, Janner.
Alright then. So, as you figure out what next to do here, you kind of gaze across this ravine of lava, and you can see the very far end a massive this massive metallic door of sorts, shrouded in shadow. But that's where we'll leave off.
Let's do that.
Alright, I shall stop recording in 3, 2, 1.